Right, Carl. Allah, Yahweh.
Howard, Hashem, Yahushua, Bashim Kakadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone.
Double honors.
And honors to your brothers out there in the highways and the byways teaching this word in their sincerity and truth. Where the Israelites were in the last days, man, Yahweh Shai paid a price for us to see the things that we're seeing today, man. The victory is unfolding. The victory is unfolding. This man is going down. Right? Esau, Edom, this whole kingdom, this whole era, it's on its way out, man. And Yahweh Shai paid the price for that. All right, that's why we're here to proclaim his coming, because he's coming soon. And what he's coming with glory, right? And salvation for us, man. All right. Esau's cooked, man. Let's start getting out these prophecies, man. We're in a good mood, man.
Mm-hmm.
We love it. It's sensational, man. We're just seeing these Edomites. They don't know what to do with themselves, man. They're cooked. Half of them can't even get a gal to continue on their generation. The rest of them are just batty, man. Incels. You know, it's an epidemic of incels watching cats online. It's they're through, man.
There's a new one, man. Apparently there are volcels now. Because you know, incels, involuntary celibate. Now you got voluntary celibates.
Yeah, they only want to. Well, that's the cope, isn't it? Well, we don't want to hang around with girls. You know what I'm saying? Like, these dudes, man, are finished, man. America's finished.
Yeah.
You know, and the more it's going down, the more they're saying they're winning. It's hilarious. It's funny to watch.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Second Ezra 16. Yeah, from the top.
Yeah, from the top, man. From the top.
Let's go. From the top, it says, "Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria."
Right, all these different regions. There's judgment coming.
Yeah.
There's judgment coming to the whole world. It's not just America. The whole world is about in straits and judgment, man. Right? Great death and suffering. That's what's we're at the precipice of that. We're really there. And the funny thing is, we're speaking about it before camp. The people ain't really panicking like they should. And that's how you know, like, we're really there. Because it's gonna be like, raw, we didn't know it was gonna get like this bad.
Oil prices, everything.
Hey, oil, the straight a whole news game that Esau's playing. You know what I'm saying? It's a nasty game.
Because on that fucking says the one, the thing is, they've got this man Trump in so that they can make it look like it was him. Oh, he didn't know what he was doing. He didn't. They're incompetent. This, that, and the other. But it's like to cover up the fact that no, this is the plan.
Yeah.
They want to degrade the system to bring in this NWO and everything like that. Because if us lot here,
They don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know that they were going to shut the straight.
Yeah.
Of course they know.
Just-
and they're the ones that's keeping it closed.
exactly.
They man put a blockade on the blockade.
Yeah.
They man put a blockade on the blockade, yeah, because they want pain to come. And the American people, man, it's just it's funny to watch, man. It's hilarious that because the way they gaslight, man. Oh yeah, we got oil. We got all the oil. Don't worry, we got plenty of oil. Yeah, but what they're not telling you is that all these oil companies have a fiduciary responsibility to sell the oil to the highest bidder.
Yep.
So unless they're gonna, which eventually that will happen, where the government takes control of the oil itself in order to, but then it will still be rationing. As far as the private companies are still running with the oil, they're gonna sell it to the highest bidder.
Yeah.
So the price they're gonna give the American people for the oil is the same that they would sell it elsewhere.
Yep.
Because they have a responsibility for what? Profits, right?
Yeah.
Profit. It's the American way.
Yeah. Which if you see some of the super tankers, allegedly, like you saw them, they were heading towards Europe for oil, but because East Asia's cooked, basically what the East Asian countries were doing is they were paying over the odds. So then you basically see the super tankers heading towards Europe and then diverting because Asia was like, look, man, we need that good stuff.
They're more desperate.
Yeah.
They'll get so it's not gonna help. You got these idiots. Oh yeah, it's the 5D chess. Listen, there's nothing about what's happening that's gonna enrich or help the average man anywhere. Anywhere. I don't care if you're from Russia or if you're from America. The plan isn't to help the average people. The only people that are benefiting through this crisis is the elites. There ain't gonna be like, oh, America's got all the oil, and you think you're not gonna be paying top dollar at the petrol. Of course, the oil ain't for you. Them men are talking like they're Chevron, and they're like, bro, these people are retarded. You ain't Chevron, and you ain't, just like how we were speaking about before, the tech nut companies in the LA. Niggas, you ain't Microsoft. You ain't Tesla. They got all the money. Then you got people living on the bridge. Los Angeles is the 4th largest economy in the world. And you got Skid Row, you got people living on the bridges, you got people, normal everyday people struggling to live. How? When it's got the 4th largest economy? Because it don't matter all that, how big the economy is. If all the wealth is still geared to a small percentage of people, well, how does that benefit you? The stock market is what, 4 companies?
Basically.
Bro, that man don't give a damn about you, man. But it's prophecy. It's part of the judgment that's going to come upon the earth and upon the people, man. Go on, man.
Verse 2. Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair. Bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand.
Yeah, this thing's going to end in destruction all the way across the board. But more concentrated on America, because we know that America is going to be destroyed completely. But it's not the only place that's going to be destroyed in this chaos. Because don't forget, you're going to have the war, but then you're going to have your Howard Shai is going to come. And when your Howard Shai come, what the war didn't take care of, he going to take care of. Because them chariots ain't turning up to take pictures and selfies. They're turning up to destroy all the infrastructure. Because the kingdom of heaven isn't going to be built on the infrastructure of the old kingdom. The kingdom of heaven is going to be built from scratch, which is spiritual. Get the law on, oh shit. There's a law on the on leprosy of the house, if you can find it. You don't take leprous stones, and we ain't gonna build our kingdom like, you know, sometimes you take over a kingdom, right? And you keep things. You keep certain institutions, you keep certain times, man, keep languages. That's why the Babylonian Empire, their language was the Assyrian language for their empire. Because like everyone's already kind of know this language, so we'll keep it as the lingua franca. You understand what I'm saying? Certain times if people take over things, they'll move right into another man's mansion, move right into another man's palace, and they'll live in that palace. We ain't gonna do that. That's why the scripture says, seeing all these things shall be dissolved. It's not just America. Obviously, America's gonna get that that lake of fire type thing. But all these institutions around the world in these other nations, they too are gonna crumble into dust and have to be rebuilt. The difference is they're gonna be rebuilt. But Babylon isn't ever gonna be rebuilt. But it's gonna be rebuilt in our image, man, under our rulership, under our rules and regulations. Yeah, go on.
So Leviticus 14, from 3. And the Lord spake unto Moses and unto Aaron, saying, when ye be come into the land of Canaan, which I give to you for a possession, and I put the plague of lepers in a house of the land of your possession, and he that owneth the house shall come and tell the priest, saying, it seems to me there is, as it were, a plague of houses, of the house. Then the priest shall command that they empty.
By the way, this plague represents like mold, poisonous mold, toxic mold. Yeah, go on. Just so you know.
Then the priest shall command that they empty the house before the priest go into it to see the plague, that all that is in the house be not made unclean. And afterward the priest shall go in to see the house, and he shall look on the plague, and behold, if the plague be in the walls of the house with horror streaks, greenish or reddish, which in sight are lower than the wall, then the priest shall go out of the house to the door of the house and shut up the house 7 days. And the priest shall come again the 7th day, and shall look, and behold, if the plague be spread in the wall of the house, then the priest shall command that they take away the stones in which the plague. Then the priest shall command that they take away the stones in which the plague is.
Right. So you take out the specific stones
Mm.
that have the mold. You take those stones out because
That's it.
that's the contagion, right? Go on, man.
It's like you're amputated.
Yeah, like amputating. Yeah.
And they shall cast them into an unclean place without the seat.
You have to take it without the seed and just dash it outside the house. I said, yo, man, I could vanquish that from the realm.
And he shall cause the house to be scrubbed within round about, and they shall pour out the dust that they scrape off without the seed into an unclean place. And they shall take take other stones and put them in the place of those stones.
You replace the contagious stones with brand new stones, clean stones. Yeah? Well,
And he shall take other mortar and shall plaster the house. And if the plague come again,
if it comes back again,
and break out in the house, after that he has taken away the stones, and after he has scraped the house, and after it is plastered, then the priest shall come and look, and behold, if the plague be spread in the house, it is a fretting leprous. In the house it is unclean, and he shall break down the house.
the whole house. That's it. The whole house is a write-off.
Yeah, it's funny because I'm hearing this brother talk, bring out this priest, and it's like this is like basically every modern house in the West.
Yeah.
Mold everywhere in the West. Just like you know, you go in, you clean the place, you're like, oh shit, what's that? You know?
Yeah, certain times it's a write-off. You can't save it. And that's this kingdom.
Mhm.
This whole world is a write-off.
Can't.
You can't. Yeah, go.
So yeah, no, I was gonna say it's fun because you know, you had that whole thing with Trump this week about the AI Jesus, whatever. But it was like his rebuttal to it was like, I'm a healer, I heal people, and like, what came to mind was the precept we would have healed Babylon, right? But it can't be healed,
But
man.
I don't know if you saw the video. I broke all that down.
Mm.
When you look at the image that he posted,
Yeah,
he was in the form of the magician, right? Which is the red and the white, right? So you got the red and the white robe with the red over. That's actually a tarot card known as the magician. It's a trump card. Yeah, so they knew what they were doing. That was an enchantment. Then when they asked him about it, he used the whole thing about being a doctor and a healer so you could mention the Red Cross. Guess what? Just look it up. Look up the occult meaning of the Red Cross. It's the same thing. So it was double. The Red Cross. That's why the Red Cross is occultic in nature as well, and it also represents the same thing as the magician. It represents the Baphomet as well.
Because it was a bit about like yeah.
It's no coincidence in his rebuttal. He said, "Oh, I'm a healer," and he mentioned the Red Cross. Because really, what he wanted to do was push that red. And you see the man them that's
initiated.
They understand, but to the layman that don't know, they just think he's just bugging out. He's not bugging out. It's all calculated. They're casting spells and enchantments because he is an anointed one to perform a particular role. You see what I'm saying? You got to be versed in the left hand side, and then you see exactly what these men are doing. They're not idiots. They're cunning devils.
Leviticus,
even down to the bronzer he wears, it goes back to Apollo, the golden. See, that's
God.
Well, the Apollo and Artemis is all Greek Roman gods as well.
They just launched off.
Artemis,
off the Artemis, which is the moon goddess.
Yeah, and they were supposed to launch it on March the 6th, so 6/3.
And he kept talking about the golden age and the golden dawn. That goes into the Red Cross as well. Yeah, listen, these men are all witches and warlocks. And that's the one thing that the news will never speak of. They'll never expose the occult reasonings behind a lot of what these people do and say. And what they're doing is actually casting spells on the people. Again, this is one of the reasons why all these institutions need to be destroyed, because they're really profuse with idolatry and witchcraft. All these institutions, from the UN to the medical industry, carries the caduceus. It's all witchcraft, man. So what are we gonna do? Take it over and try and change it? No, we're just gonna burn it down. All of it has to be, the whole world system that Esau set up throughout the world is leprous in nature. It's like a likened unto a house that's just got leprosy everywhere. It's out of control. So the only thing you could do with it is break it. Let's keep on reading. Go on, break it down.
Leviticus 14 and 34. Then the priest shall come and look, and behold, if the plague be spread in the house, it is a fretting leprous in the house, it is unclean. And he shall break down the house, the stones of it, and the timber thereof, and all the mortar of the house, and he shall carry them both out of the seat into the unclean place.
There you go. So I'm sure it's going to say you can't use it to build again.
Yeah. Moreover, he that goes into the house all the while that is shut up shall be unclean until the evening. And he that lies in the house shall wash his clothes, and he that eateth in the house shall wash his clothes. And if the priest shall come and look upon it, and behold, the plague has not spread in the house after the house was plastered, then the priest shall pronounce the house clean.
Right. So you can't use that house. You can't use those pieces once they're unclean. You just get rid of it. And so this is really how it's going to be. This final judgment and the coming of our Lord is going to actually change the landscape of the earth, because all this infrastructure and institutions that's been built up from China all the way to America is really going to be destroyed. All of it, all the religious institutions, the temples, the government buildings, the stadiums, all of it's going to be leveled and be ultimately brought back to the earth. And all these places are going to have to be rebuilt again in the future. But when they're rebuilt, it's going to be rebuilt in righteousness, under our vibration, and not under the vibration of Satan. Huh? Europe's going to get brought down. We don't need Europe. We don't need them. You know the amount of wickedness that's been going on in all of these chateaus, and all the amount of witchcraft that's built into these things. These men that built these things were demons. They built, just like how you got the White House. They build witchcraft into these buildings, man. These buildings are dark. They're demonic in nature. You just have to burn it. You just have to just burn it, charge it. We're going to have slaves. We're going to build something fresh on the righteous architecture, which are righteous vibration, man. So the chariots, they're going to handle that. You see it in War of the Worlds.
Yeah. Quick thing.
Fire, man.
Well, I got a quick one. It's Isaiah 45 and 14. Thus saith the Lord, the labor of Egypt and the merchandise of Ethiopia and of the Sabians, men of stature, shall come over unto thee, and they shall be thine. They shall come after thee in chains. They shall come over, and they shall fall down unto thee. They shall make supplication unto thee, saying, surely God is in thee, and there is none else. There is no God.
Yeah, these nations, they're going to come under subjection. They're going to come humble because of the power that the Lord is going to come with, and the power that he's going to bestow upon us, man. And they're going to say, and so, because like, damn, like, you was here the power like you was here the whole time, and you just letting us think that our God was running things.
Yeah.
You really think they, like these Muslims, they really think that they're the lower level peons. They really believe that shit. And they disregard. So you mean these are the people of the Lord? And how come? Because if the Lord wanted to, everybody would know. And I don't mean like elites. I mean everybody. The Lord could just have chariots appear at any time. A couple angels come down like, yo, that's my man's right there.
Yeah.
Like, it's not hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be a mystery. But the Lord wants it to be a mystery till it's revealed.
Yeah. And then on top of that, it says, oh, right, so wait, you let us just deal with your people this way for all this time?
The Lord hid himself, but when he showed himself, it's a
Mm.
different type of setting. Trust me.
You get it just on the chariots. You get a lot of old paintings where it's obviously a chariot. So it's something that in the ancient, not even the ancient world, he's talking about a couple hundred years ago, like people knew of the chariots. It wasn't a big thing, right? But Esau has now made it such that even like the Lord ain't got the chariots out here like that. Yeah, they're there. We see them every now and then, but
My thing is, the chariot might come and you see it, yeah?
mm,
But what do you know?
yeah,
All you're seeing is something in the sky.
yeah.
If the Lord wanted to, the chariot would just land right here. Just come, boom. Man's roll out. Yo, what's up? Start conversating. Start doing something. It's still a hidden. They
Yeah.
don't know because it's the Lord. The Lord could make it like where everybody just knows like how it's going to be in the kingdom, but it's not. So that's how they're allowed to carry on in their delusions, because it's kind of like, okay, we don't know, not sure. What's that? You know? Oh, we heard about the Israelite. Oh, they got a God, but them man got a God too. And is he real? Is he not real? We can have these debates. Oh, they don't need to be no debate. You know, the Lord could just come down now. Like chariots just land in the middle of a basketball game, blood, and just start throwing up threes. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, what's up? Which is what's going on, not the freeze, but which is what's ultimately going to happen. The Lord is actually going to show himself. That's why there's not going to be no debate.
Yeah.
The Lord, Yahweh Shai, is going to come and every eye shall see him. Then we're going to come down on the earth and actually interact. Like, yo, what's up? That's my peoples.
Mm.
Yeah, you're a heathen. There's no question in it.
Yeah. Oh, you made me think of this precept if I can real quick.
Yeah.
So Psalms 14:1, the fool had said in his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt. They have done abominable works. There is none that doeth good.
Yeah, that's how they can be in that. They can be in that, that way of second guessing it. Oh, I know the Bible says this, but maybe we could go around it. Maybe we could do this, that, and the other. Oh yeah, we did this to the Israelites, but ain't nobody come and done nothing to us. So the Lord's really moving in silence. He's moving in the wind. You know what I'm saying? So, but hey, when the Lord's gonna send the sun, ain't gonna be no invisibilities, bro. It's gonna be like we're here, and I just vaporized your army. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
That's a whole different ballgame. Is it finished with that?
Second Ezra 6 and from 18. And it said, behold, the days come that I will begin to draw nigh and to visit them that dwell upon the earth, and will begin to make inquisition of them what they be that have art unjustly with their unrighteousness, and when the affliction of Zion shall be fulfilled.
Yeah, the affliction of our people, man, suffering for our sins, man. Once that's fulfilled, then it's a wrap. And we're really at that point, man. They could done been under the cosh and done suffered and been down bad. Now it's time for us to be on the up. That's really what time it is. And that's a spooky thing for the rest of the world, man, because now it's going to be a time for you to pay. And you look, all you, man, got spiritual bank accounts that's in the red, especially Esau Edom, man. Spiritual bank account.
All the repossession notices are up.
The repo man is coming, bro.
That's
Coming
it.
to collect.
That's it.
So it's going to get deep.
It's going to say, and when the word that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished,
Vanished. You don't understand that the world to come, yeah, there's going to be men, there's going to be women, there's going to be music, there's certain generalizations there is going to be. But the point is that this world as it is now, with all the institutions and the way things are, won't be. There won't be Mercedes. There won't be Nike. Do you know what I mean? So many things that we're used to because we're here, it's going to be gone. It's going to be a whole, I sound like it's fucking Aladdin, but it's going to be literally a whole new world. And a whole new way of doing things. Because all the institutions that establish a way of doing things, all the media that establishes a culture or a way of doing things are going to be gone. The Persians ain't going to be like how they are in Iran, in the kingdom. Even the nations to themselves, their cultures are going to change. Because going under our captivity, now they're going to have to learn the laws. That alone changes everything. Yeah. The law changes a lot of how you operate and what you choose to do. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. So like, I looked up the lyrics of that song, it's actually kind of deep. It's a whole new world, a new fantastic point of view, right? So the place that world that it's gonna be new. So it's
A whole different world, a whole
yeah.
different vibration, a whole different way of seeing life
Mm,
and understanding life. Right now, the world is carnal and
That's it.
godless.
yeah.
And the ones leading that is Esau. Esau is insane, yeah, because on one hand he's pretending to be spiritual. Oh, I'm Christian, so I believe in love thy neighbor. But his actual system doesn't operate that way.
Mm.
His system operates on do what you gotta do as long as it's getting you shit. And if you could get away with it, get away with it.
Gangsterism.
Gangsterism. That's what I hate using the word capitalism because communism is the same. That's what Esau's system of economy is. The system of economy is really parasitology, man. It's how can I be a parasite? How can I just take? And it doesn't matter who dies or who suffers. As long as them dying and suffers doesn't affect me, then who cares?
Yeah.
That's why they can have an economy where they just spotlight the stock market but ignore the guys under the bridge. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's why you could have LA where you've got they're lauding the praises of the GDP. Oh, but the GDP is it. But then meanwhile, the majority of the people that's under that big GDP are down bad.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, but what about the GDP? What's that, brother? Like, how is that? You're supposed to judge a place by its lowest, not by its highest. You gotta judge. Imagine if I had a mansion, yeah, and I come in and I got one room in that mansion that just it's just kitted out. It's bad. I got 100 rooms in this mansion, and it's all just bad. But 99 of the rooms are just shitholes. There's just dog shit everywhere. It's just nasty. Like it's Edomite cat lady nasty. There, you know what I'm saying? There's cat hair everywhere. Edomite cat lady hoarder nasty. All the rooms foul, stinking. Yeah, but I got one room that's just gold everywhere. Bro, you gonna rate that? You got that mansion I got there.
It's a good point you make, because like when people laud these like East Asian countries, what do they say? Oh, the public toilets are clean. There's no litter on the streets. All it basically, like you're saying, the base things are dealt with.
It's the basics. It's how you judge a people based upon how the average people are living. The lowest of the people, how are they? You can't judge it by how the top people, because you could easily have a situation, which is how the West, most third world countries are like that. Most third world countries are built where you have a class of people who serve the elite masters. They get to live top of the draw. That's why people go, oh yeah, listen, you can go to Nigeria, bro. There's some spots in Nigeria, bro. It's insane because they got keys. That's why they got their sons riding around London in Lamborghinis and that, not even working, bro. There's billionaires in Nigeria. All these third world countries have people that are filthy rich beyond money. Yeah, but then everyone else, like across the road, they're all living in shanty towns and favelas and down bad. Well, that's really what they want to do with the West. They created this middle class generation, which was the boomers. The boomers was that middle class that was created. Now they want to get rid of that and just go back to, there's only going to be an elite and everyone else. And you can see America's transforming into that. Yeah. But while it's transforming into that, the stock market's flying off the handle, the GDP's all crazy. Yeah, because you got man like Elon Musk who represent most of that GDP.
Yeah.
London's like that. Most men in London are down
bad, bro.
But then I'm driving through areas like Brent and that the other night. I'm like, yo, that house is crazy. These houses are worth 3-4 million. These men are on P's and all that. But that's a very small minority. But if they average out the wages in London, it will make it look better. So they say the average wage in London is like 40K. Yeah. Bro. That's because you got a man on like ridiculous money that are pushing that average up. But when you really look at the people that are around you, most men are not on 40K. Nowhere near. Yeah. But because of the way the system and the society is, they can get away with that.
That's it.
So Trump will just, everything's going down the pan, but he'll come on, but the stock market's going through the roof.
Yeah.
The country's doing great. Cool. Man's under the bridge. How do they feel about that?
Exactly. On fentanyl and shit.
Yeah, like, what's going on?
If I can just finish these lyrics real quick. So it says, no one to tell us no or where to go or say we're only dreaming. And that's our experience here. Being told no all the damn time, right? Oh, what are you doing there as a Jake and stuff like that? Whereas in the kingdom, we're gonna be kings, we're gonna be gods.
Liberty.
Liberty,
Power.
power.
Righteousness of liberty. Man.
Yeah.
And that's a beautiful thing to build from your own. And Jake don't really believe that. Jake, that's why the majority of our people, Esau's mashed their brain up, because the world that Esau's created, most people don't think there can be a different world. They just want to be able to accept it into that world and into those infrastructures and into those institutions. What we're saying is that everything to do with Esau, his infrastructures, everything is going to be destroyed, and we're going to have our own institutions. We're going to have our own infrastructures that's going to be built from the bottom up, and it's going to be better.
Yeah.
Yeah? What's up, brother?
Are you guys on YouTube?
We are, yes.
Can I follow you guys if that's okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Because I've seen you guys in the park before, but I wasn't able to get the name of the handle for the account.
Yeah.
What's the name of the channel? Are you on podcasts?
Yeah, we're on GMS, your channel.
GMS Fear the Most High. Stephen, what am I on? Bar God.
Wait, GMS Fair.
Fear the Most High.
Fear the Most High. So FEAR
Yeah.
the Most High.
Yeah.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you.
No.
We just live down here, and I often see you guys doing this, so it looks good. But yeah, cheers, mate. Thank you.
Thank you. But we, I'm gonna, just because of the heating, I'm just gonna move this into the shade and that.
okay.
Yeah. They stopped charging. I'll just face it so we can stay in the heat.
No, it's fine. It's not that cold anyway. Yeah, man, and it's gonna be a beautiful thing when we get the opportunity to build our kingdom from the bottom up. You know, forget Esau, man. We don't need him. We don't need his rules. We don't need his regulations. We're gonna come up with our own rules and regulations based upon the law. All right?
This is 2 Peter 3. Verse 3.
People don't want that, you know. A lot of people don't want that, and they can't see that. Their mind has been so seared by Esau and Edom. That's why they're gonna take the chip. Because they can't see a world without Esau. They don't know, they can't understand the world beyond the false reality that Esau has established for them. So when we speak about this new world to come, they don't want to, that can't work. Esau's world is the one that works. Because they're so used to this crap. When this thing is tainted, it's polluted, it's nasty, man. It's that leprous house, man. You got to get rid of it and build a new house, man.
Still want their bread and
This thing's
circumcision.
killing you, man. It's toxic. Yeah, go ahead.
2 Peter 3, verse 3.
Oh, the education system.
Yeah.
It's insane. Anyone that's got kids, putting them through the education system, it's insane. It's not right, man. We got to have our own systems of education, man. That's actually built for the edification of the children, man. The healthcare system. Bullshit.
Because I remember, I forgot who was saying it. Well, they saying what some school districts, they've gone completely digital, right? So it's like, as a student, you're not writing anymore. But it's like there is a science to physically writing. There's something about that feeling the paper and you writing it. It basically you wire things a bit better. But yeah, you remember it better. Right, but Esau Esau knows this, but it's okay. Give him an iPad.
Right, because his system is not about edifying, man. His system is about destroying for the purposes of control, man. That's why the whole system has to go. It's corrupt. Throughout the four corners of the earth, the systems are corrupt. All of the ex-colonies took Esau systems and they're corrupt as hell. You know what I'm saying? If you want to do anything, you got to sign up to Esau. Some international organization Esau is running that's going to give you guidelines of how to set your institution up. Now you're cooked. Oh, man. That's why it's going to be the other way around. We're going to be the ones to be like, okay, this is how you set this up. This is how you do this. You know what I mean? And then we're going to have proper institutions, man. This is how you build, yeah, in righteousness. Don't be putting no idols up on the building, sacrificing babies.
This is 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 3. And the head title is The Coming Day of the Lord. And it says, knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lusts, and saying, where is the promise of his coming? But since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of creation.
So they don't respect prophecy. We live in a world where they don't respect prophecy. They don't respect the word of the Most High. But they'll respect Elon Musk. Oh, Elon said that we're gonna have unlimited resources and we'll all have. Man, you listening to that guy, man?
Devil.
I gotta do a video on it because he's been pushing that stuff heavy in the last, like, wonder why. In the last week or two, he's been pushing it heavy, talking about universal basic. When AI takes all our jobs, we're gonna have universal basic income. Bro, these people do not care about you now, and you think for some reason some new technology is gonna make them care about your welfare. If they wanted to, you wouldn't need to be in this situation.
The proof of that is Trump just went and asked them for $200 billion.
Easy.
Billion. Not 200 million, 200 billion.
To spend on killing instruments.
Yeah. Which shows that they could. I always remember when Apostle Orion Lab, he did a series, man. They have the know-how to do better.
Of course they do.
But they just choose not to.
Of course they do. They could make life, because the earth is designed for life to be not like you don't want life too easy, but it's the earth is paradise. The earth has all the resources that people need to live. It was designed by the Most High for man to live on it. It has everything we need. We're not in shortage of anything. In fact, most shortages is man-made. It's by design, like, or some wickedness they did. War, like usually war or things of that nature.
Even the fact, the way he's changed the global food system, such that 40%, it was something like 40% of fertilizer is made with synthetics. Because I was like, bro, so why actually is, I was like, oh, means that we've got no fertilizer. Huh? And then you look into it, because this man, everything has basically been destroyed, man. So it's there 24 and 5.
And they wanted it to be dependent on the oil. It's a resource that they can control.
Ecclesiasticus 13, I may read from 3. It says, the rich man has done wrong, and yet he threatens his widow. The poor is wrong, and he must entreat also.
Yeah, that's how it is, man. These billionaires get away with everything, man. They're getting away with being with the Epstein list, like. That's a meme now. No one even cares, but these men are full blown. Just showed it to you, like, there's some spooky shit going on, but who cares? We're moving on.
Yeah. What are you gonna do about it?
Jimmy Savile. That just came out, and everyone was outraged. Oh, Jimmy Savile, and then it's like, okay, but are we gonna deal with when you look into Jimmy Savile, he's connected to a whole bunch of pedophiles that were in the BBC that they got exposed after. Rolf Harris, like they were all brethren. Friends with serial killers. Like, there's a network going on here, but it's like they didn't, when they do the documentaries for Netflix, they never talk about that side of it, all these connections. You gotta ask yourself, if he had all these allegations against him and all of this, so what was MI? Because if you go around the Queen and the Prince, bro, they don't just let you, they don't let anyone just roll up and be friends. They got a full dossier of your life, bro, and all the people that you're associated with. But they, of course, what am I talking about? How could MI5 know?
Come on.
Or the question that these people should be, how is it that both of her sons were close friends to pedophiles?
And MI5 didn't know. MI5 was sleeping. They were,
Lunch break.
Oh, it's like what they're trying to push, that BS story with Mandelson. It's like allegedly, he failed a security screening. Right, and then he still somehow was put into a position of power. Like, bro, come on, man. Like, come on.
Security screening for Jimmy Savile. Where was the security screening for that? This was my MI5, brother. Elite level intelligence corporations.
I've been meaning to do a video on it. In terms of like some of the modern things that they have now to basically track and observe people. Your fiber optics, it can listen to you. The fiber optics, especially if you've got fiber to the house, right, where you've got the fiber cables in, they can basically monitor even with commercial tech, right? And if they're coming to tell you this now, that means they've been doing it, right? Surveillance state. So it's like, and so that's beyond the fact that we've got all of these devices in our houses and stuff like that. So they know what you're saying when you're saying what you're
But
watching.
not Jimmy.
But no, how could they have known? How could they? How could they possibly have known what Jimmy was doing? He only was a close, confident advisor. He was a royal advisor. That's the position man held. They gave him a green beret from the army. But there's just no way the MI5 would know he was a pedophile. He was connected with all these serial killers and other pedophiles. They couldn't have known that. How could they? It's MI5. It's not like that's their job. Bullshit, man. But again, that just gets swept under the rug and accepted. And the same thing's going to happen with this Epstein thing.
Yeah.
I told you, nothing was going to come from it. Nothing. It was just there to put in the people's face to show them, like, this is what we are. This is what's happening. Now accept it. Now just accept it. The man came out and told, man, listen, there ain't nothing in there that we can prosecute nobody. So he was already telling you, look, bro, it is what it is. The game is the game. Yeah, this is the world you live in. And there's nothing you could do about it. You have no savior. No Kryptonians here. Good, man. That's why this place has got to be destroyed, man.
The heading is said millions of documents, but Epstein victims say they are no closer to justice.
Of course they are. There ain't gonna be no justice because there is no justice system. There is no justice system. These institutions are not designed for justice. That's why they're gonna be destroyed. All right.
It goes on to say, if thou be for his profit, he will use thee, but if thou have nothing, he will forsake thee.
There you go. These men don't believe in looking after them. And half of them charities that they got running around the world, NGOs, is child trafficking and all sorts, man. Esau don't give a damn about people, man. He's not his brother's keeper. He's been in that spirit from a long time. The only reason there's a welfare system is because he's made it work for him. But the welfare is coming from taxes. It's good for them because it puts the country in debt. And they use that debt. Because who's paying for the welfare? It's the government. Tax. It's not coming out of the Rothschild's wealth. And then they can turn around and use that same debt that's been built up against the people. So don't give a damn.
So like I was looking up, how did someone like Sam will come not, bro? And it's just like the cope is insane. It's saying like, oh well, who's an unofficial advisor, right? And he kind of uses charity connections to get close. And it was like lack of police intelligence. Like, bro, come on, man.
Bro, man's getting close to the Prince of Wales, man.
Yeah.
Bro, you don't get close to them kind of people unless you're vetted.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna vet you, like, okay, who's this guy? Who's his family? Who's he linked with? That's it. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a lot better than what they call it, the GB.
Yeah. I think they called it what's the word that they use here for that stuff? Developed vetting. Which is just like a next level of the CRB, where it's like that whole process can take 4 to 6 weeks, and they're just going through everything about it.
And they got agents everywhere. They had agents. That's the whole point of an intelligence network. So they would have heard the rumors, but see, the issue is that the MI5 and the MI6, they're occultic organizations that's involved in the trafficking of children.
Yeah.
They're part of the network, just like how Aleister Crowley was with MI5 or MI6. Because if you look at the logo of MI6 and MI5, it's occultic. They're secret societies. That's what they are. Yeah, they're a bunch of witches and warlocks, and they're involved in all of that nastiness. That's how it can happen under the radar, and it's still happening now. Don't you know they're still trafficking children now? There's everything that supposedly is happening in the Epstein files. Supposedly didn't stop. And this is the most ridiculous thing about the whole situation. Is they're getting people to focus on this Epstein as if what? So that's it then. That's it. It's done now. Epstein's dead. Yeah, and that was going on. No, this is a thing that continues. They got more than one island, but they got bare islands. They got bare underground sites and underground clubs where they do these things and mansions and stuff. This stuff's happening all over Europe, man. It's happening all over America. Every time there's a war, there's children getting taken out of that war, and people getting taken out. Damn right, there's a whole bunch of Ukrainian women right now in the dungeon somewhere, and a bunch of Ukrainian children, because they could disappear them, and you know, hey, the game, man, the game is dirty. Come on, man. He was obviously a sex slave, and if man didn't know that from the very beginning, I don't understand. That was one of the most obvious sex slaves I've ever seen in my life. Barely speak English, man. Yeah, this is some guy. That Eastern Europe is where they get them from, because Eastern Europe is the ghetto. Anything can happen in Eastern Europe, man. They get children out of Eastern Europe very easily for cheap.
If thou be for his profit, he will use thee. But if thou have nothing, he will forsake thee. If thou have anything, he will live with thee. Yeah, he will make thee bear, and will not be sorry for it.
Yeah, eventually he'll find a way to strip you of everything you have, which ultimately, this is what this final stage of the new world order plan is all about. Everything that we've allowed these people to have, we're now going to take back. So we've allowed you to be middle class, and you thought that it was going to be for the next 500 generations. Nah, you're going back to because a lot of these people are new money. A lot of these people, like in America, these boomers were new money. These are guys that their dad was a waste man, just some farmer, like some low level dude. And then through the boomer generation, they were able to get a house and a decent job, and they're building up their 401k. All of a sudden, they got wealth. Now they're middle class, which there was no middle class before, right? They want them people to go back to being serfs.
Because it's ironic how everything that's happening with this war is helping push the world towards that agenda 2030.
Yeah.
Right. Everything that we, and what did my man say before he left the WEF?
You will own nothing.
Okay, he said, but before that, he said we need to speed it up.
Yeah.
Which is what we've been seeing. He was like, yeah, agenda 2030, we need to speed it up. It needs to come sooner. And it's ironic that basically Trump is now basically the main pusher of the green agenda, as in, but not by speech, but by action, because you're having a whole load of countries now being like, look, we're gonna have to ration this energy.
You see, a lot of these people, the little upstarts, were doing well, doing a little real estate thing. Now the interest rates got their man cooked, and they're dying left, right, and center, and they're getting swallowed up by the real big fish or the old money. See, old money don't like new money. You know the guys that run. You know how you tell when someone's old money, their wife is ugly. The old money guys get with rich wives. The new money guys are the guys chasing around the models and all that, because they ain't used to nothing.
No, it's real.
That's a real thing.
Yeah, because the thing is that you don't want to pollute your money. That's
like Cristiano. Cristiano just picked some random girl out of a damn coffee shop. Yeah. The old money guys don't do that shit. They marry into other money. Yeah. The other old money families. So the bitch would be ugly, man. Look at Camilla
Parker Bowles.
Hey man, in the UK, a lot of these ladies and that they're cooks, bro. They're cooks. You know, there's this myth, the rich guys got the most beautiful women. It's not true, bro. Not when you're in the that man get the beautiful thing at Malago. You know what I mean? But their wife is just she's inbred, bro. You know what I mean?
Because that's another one of Esau's lies, man. The fact that he's the beautiful in the eye. It's just like it's just so far from the truth. So they got this.
Camilla Parker Bowles.
Camilla Parker Bowles. But they got this new guy, man. This new creep, man. Clavicular. And you hear him speak, because the things I kept hearing his name. Then I saw a clip of it. Guy's a weirdo. He's weird.
Well, the Manosphere's gone full homosexual.
Yeah. Someone was like, we used to call looks, Max. We used to call that metrosexual back in the day.
Yeah, it's gone full. The Manosphere has actually gone full homosexual. Yeah. That's what happens, man. This is why. Every Esau gets hold of everything, and then he taints it and twists it into something toxic. And that's what the Manosphere is. It's a bunch of latent homosexuals just telling you stupid shit. Like that Rick Waller guy that hangs around with Andrew Tate, and he had one of them gay mans following him. He's another gay. Oh, I took my girl. I'll go on a date with a woman, and I just have her sit there, don't talk, and Bro, what the fuck is he talking about? If anyone follows this guy's advice, you're gonna be an incel, man. How you gonna go out with a woman? Yeah, you're just gonna and I just make her sit there and don't talk. Like, this guy's gay, bro.
What kind of debt is that?
Exactly. Bro, these niggas is gay, man. You know what I'm saying? They took the manosphere, which was something positive about real masculinity, and they've come up with this cartoonish form of masculinity that's gone so far to the extreme. They're pretty much gay now.
Yeah.
Yeah, which
You know what I
shows you that Esau ultimately is the one that's behind a lot of these things, man. He's always trying to co-opt. You see, so as you always say,
So Andrew Tate, he was the one. He was the first one. He was he's blatantly homosexual.
because like when I watched that, I finally watched that documentary with Louis Theroux, and the thing is, it's like certain of the talking points. It's like, and the Esau will do that, right? To basically to radicalize people, because the things that are being said to a point make sense.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But then someone like Andrew Tate will say something hella left field.
Yeah.
So then now you don't, if you associate with those thoughts,
Now
you're one of them.
Yeah.
Now you're crazy. Did the same thing with conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
By that word, it's a way to control people and your categorize you. And Esau knows people don't like being shunned, right? In Psalm 64, it speaks about, you know, a diligent search. Esau understands, man, right? What was the psychology, man, right? The understanding of man's mind. Esau knows that man has a desire to fit in, right? Which ironically, the scripture says, we follow not a multitude to do evil, right? But the point I'm trying to make is Eve very much weaponizes that natural human desire and ability to fit in to control you.
Yeah, that clavicular guy, all he does on his stream is pretty much go around and just try and
women.
just take the piss out of some girl somewhere. And it's like, bro, real bad man don't really go, that's just gay. Like, you know what I mean? But then the guys in the comments like, yeah, get her. It's like, bro, that's why you're incels, bro. Like, relax. Go outside, touch some grass, talk to a girl in the park, blood. It's all right, blood. Because that whole manosphere thing, yeah, there are incels, but it's not that deep, bro. I see nerds all the time with girls.
Yeah.
Like, just go touch some grass and come off the internet and you'll be all right, bro. Touch grass.
And people say that he's got like links to Peter Thiel as well.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He does. Yeah, he's an agent.
Yeah.
He came out of nowhere and blew up, and of course, linked in with all the other agents, Andrew Tate and all these guys. And then now he's got this kick. It's all. That's why, man, this whole place needs to be just.
It'll be one thing if he was like, man's corny, like he's corny as hell, but he's trying to be cool, and it's like, is this your kick? Like,
he's like one of the star players in the manosphere.
yeah.
He's hammering himself in the face. A real man knows. Listen, a real man knows real masculinity. Understand? No, and there's nothing wrong with taking care of yourself. But again, this, like I said, they take things to the extreme. Yeah, you take care of yourself, but a real man knows his worth is not in his beauty. It's gay for a man to think that a woman is. If a woman's only attracted to you for your beauty, that's weird.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That is weird. Like, women are gonna think you. Obviously you want a woman to think you're good looking, but she's attracted to you as a man. Your mind, like the way you operate, like the way you do things. Like you stand up like a man. She rate your thing. That's how it's supposed to be. You ain't got to be. It's so gay, bro. It's like a girl.
Yeah, it's a girl.
Oh, look at me, like and
Man's got skincare routine.
male bimbo, like he turned it into a male bimbo. Like, yo, listen, man. My brother told me one thing, I never forget. It says some gal think you're nice and some gal think you're ugly. That's it, like just roll with it, man.
Can I grab this? Isaiah 29:16. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay.
Yeah, like now they've made it where the men that are supposed to be the most masculine really act feminine.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's just weird, man. That's why we got to get the hell out of here, man. All these fake metrosexual males, Andrew Tate and all that, they're not real men. I know real men, and they ain't it. Like, they're just closeted homosexual. But this is what it is. Oh
my God.
bro.
Yeah, them
CIA, man. This is a CIA plan, bro. That's all he is.
Oh, man.
Anyway, let's keep it going.
I've still got a little bit more. So, for shall the work serve him that made it, he maybe not, or shall the thing framed serve him that framed it, he had no understanding.
And one of the things that we teach as the Israelites is this is why Esau is irredeemable, because only the Lord made him that way. Esau was made to be the devil. and to set the example, to be made an example out of. He's a vessel, a crash test dummy, basically. He was set up so that we could have a counterbalance. You can look at him and say, yeah, that's off, so that you look at Israel and say that's right. Like you people are gonna compare his world to our world, and that's how you're gonna get that contrast. So he was created for the contrast. So he can't be no other way, and he's not gonna change who he is. Even at the end of his kingdom, he's doubling down on his wickedness because that's who he is. You know, so we're not out here trying to appeal to Esau, Edom to change or to repent. No, the repentance is for Israel. Esau, Edom is irredeemable.
Yeah.
By design. He was designed that way. And he was designed well.
It's actually partly precepts in our. This is Romans 9:20 from 20 says, "Nay, but O man, who art thou that repliest against the Most High? Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, Why hast thou made me thus?
Yeah.
Hath not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another?"
The word honor means value. Honorable is value, something with value. That's what it comes down to. That's how you can have a position of honor, or you retain your honor. It means your value there, and the value is not physical. It represents like a man's character. You know, when a man's got integrity, but that's valuable. There's value there. When a man's dishonorable, there's no value in a dishonorable person. You're worthless. Yeah. So he made a vessel unto honor. He made a vessel that is valuable, which goes back to the new covenant, puts into us what? The righteousness of the Most High, the light. We're a vessel for everything which is good, which is righteousness, makes us very valuable, like gold. Scriptures consider the Israelites like gold, right? But what is Esau? An empty vessel, a hollowed out, empty piece of feces. But there's nothing redeemable about him. Every despicable characteristic he embodies. He's a liar, a deceiver. He's into witchcraft. He's into all forms of perverse, odious works of witchcraft.
Yeah.
Man's perverse.
You said use the word integrity, right? And Esau ain't got no integrity, man. That's why Pakistan had to fly fighter jets next to the Iranian delegation, because they were basically gonna bomb him out the sky. It's like, this is the man you're dealing with.
He's got no integrity, man. He's a hypocrite. What something will be right today and it's wrong tomorrow. You can't deal with. Listen, you can't deal with people that flip flop. It's impossible. You need order, and he embodies chaos. He's got confusion.
He would say, "I'm trying to save the Iranians, but I want to bomb them to the Stone Age." How does that make sense? Like,
They're just boasting about war crimes.
Here it is. They put that what's that girl from Euphoria? They put her up as like the poster girl of the conservative movement, and then the latest thing that she's big for is pretending to be some puppy in a damn show, man.
I know, Sweeney.
Yeah, Sydney Sweeney, man. I thought she was meant to be she was meant to rap, because that's what she got famous for anyway. Her role in that program, because she's just a whore in that program. But then at the same time, she's the right wing poster girl, and they're meant to be Christians.
Wasn't there one of the posters? Wasn't it of her in like basically like a baby? Baby.
Yeah, she does that too. So, in the program.
Yeah, and it's like, bro, like, what's going on? It says, of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor.
That's you, Esau. You're the vessel that's unto dishonor. You're not valuable. And even though you walk around in the earth, because you see, you're mistaken your title and your position as value. You have a valuable position in the earth. Yeah, you could do that. There's a difference between you actually being of value and being in a position of value. So obviously, if you're a leader or you're a ruler, that's a valuable position. It's supposed to be. But the man who's in that position is supposed to match the position. You understand what I'm saying? It's like certain man saying they're the best team in Europe, yeah. but their striker can't control the ball, blood. Man's in a good position, but man ain't got the skills, blood. Yeah, certain teams, not to be mentioned. You know what I'm saying? But this is the world we live in. You got people who are in positions of honor, positions of nobility that are not noble. How are you a noble but you're not noble?
Yeah.
If you're a noble, you're supposed to be noble. You are noble. If you look at like throughout the ages, people have spoken of that, living up to what you're meant to be.
Oh, you got a saying.
You're a king, but you don't act like a king.
Yeah.
That's why we used to curse out the black women. They're talking about they're a queen, but you're not. It's okay, cool, all right. You're royal. You want to call yourself a queen, then act like one.
Yeah.
You can't be a queen and then act like a that devalues. Then you don't have no substance.
Yeah. Remember, Fort and Odin. You're unworthy.
Yeah, you're unworthy.
Bad boy.
I strip you of your. Yeah, but that's what he was trying to show, man.
Yeah.
And then even a lot of these movies, even Esau knows that. You see a movie where the guy didn't want to be king, but he became king because really he was king in hair. He had the ingredients of a king without the title. Then you'll have a man who's the king, but he ain't no king.
Oh, like Lannister.
Yeah, like
Any man who has to say he's a king is no king at all.
Ned Stark had if you watch Game of Thrones, Ned Stark had the actual. He was a king in the north in a way, but he actually had the honor and the character of a king. Prince Baelor, but then you had other guys that was just worthless pieces of shit, but they got all the fancy trimmings that come with being a king, because that position comes with physical honor, and the title has an honor, but you yourself, you're worthless. That's Esau. Esau represents that worthless individual who's been put in the most important position there can be. And what comes from that? He's just gonna fuck it up because he don't belong there. But they act like they do. They made up the system of white supremacy, and under the system of white supremacy, that's where they belong. By genetics, they're genetically and IQ, they're supposed to be in all the positions. That's why the DEI thing, they're trying to use it to get rid of Jake in any position of worth, because as far as they're concerned, if they see you as a Jake, you don't belong there, because intrinsically you are not worthy of any position of honor.
I say it all the time. We all work with you Edomites, man.
Yeah.
You ain't it. You ain't it. Right? Because the thing is, you see it, you'll be let's say whatever role whatever you work in is as a Jake. You will have said something around your manager. Your manager said to you, I don't know about that. And then you hear that he's implemented what you said. You know, whereas as Jake, I'll be at work. I'm never like trying to take credit for someone else's stuff. He still does that like this.
But Esau was the original DEI. Getting jobs because of their uncle and who their father is and all these different rich. So, you know, we're not playing them games, but under the system, that's why the system of white supremacy is a lie, and it's going to get found out. Because Esau, according to the system of white supremacy and his IQ, is supposed to be the one leading the world into a utopia. This is why after World War II, after they done dragged the whole world through 2 world wars, they did that, not Pookie. It weren't Pookie from round the block here with the AK slanging crack. Esau Edom dragged the whole entire world into 2 world wars. The Second World War was the Great Death. And after that, they said, actually, you know what, man, we're white. So what we're going to do is, well, because we've got such high IQs, look to me, I'm going to create a rules-based system where no nation, all this war stuff is barbaric. That won't happen again. because we're going to make a better world where the rule of law is the way.
And they gave themselves a veto.
And then ever since, it's just bare war and strife, and madness, because again, he's proclaiming to be something that he's not, and he has a title of a position of something that he's not.
Esau constantly speaks about, the American especially, constantly speaks about crimes against humanity. They've got the Hague Invasion Act. And where's the International Criminal Court? In The Hague. So Bush and them, man, because the Hague Invasion Act, basically, it's a colloquial name for it, basically says you cannot try any American soldier, basically any of the American apparatus for war crimes, basically. Otherwise, they will go and get their man back.
Which is the true sign of a man that is unworthy, because you're not living by what you preach. And even the Lord cursed man out, say, if you tell a man not to steal, do you steal? That's in the book of Romans. But Esau is want to be the police and the criminal at the same time because he's unworthy. He's unworthy, and that's why he's going to be stripped from his position as ruler over the earth, and it's going to be given to the rightful rulers. But guess what? We're not just going to get the title; we're going to embody the title, because we are going to be the sons of God, meaning we're going to be perfect. Because you're really supposed to be perfect to have that position, and Esau is as far from perfect as you can have an individual be.
Can I finish this and give it to the brother? This is verse 22 now. So it says, what Romans 9:22. What if the Most High, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction?
Right. The Lord's let you devils go on a good run, man. And you've gone on a good run. You've been running for a long time.
Run first, run.
And you've been doing nothing but wickedness and witchcraft and pedophilia, and the half has never been told yet, and you've been going and going and going and going. You should have really been wiped off the earth a long time ago, man. These people, if people actually knew the depths of all the wickedness that Esau's been doing, just on a pedophile child trafficking level, man's head would explode. Like, rah, these men already been doing all this nastiness. They've been doing the most. But the Lord's been holding back the judgment so that he could bring that final judgment and make a example. And the funny thing is, Esau loves to make example out of people. Now the Lord's going to make an example of you. He's going to show the world for the rest of eternity why you shouldn't be wicked.
Yeah.
Because he's going to take your pinnacle. You're at the pinnacle of your powers. You got all that technology. Oh, you got the technology, right? You basically gods on earth, right? And he's gonna take your number one civilized, your number one spot that you built, and the Lord gonna turn it into an ashtray and put you into slavery, and it's all gonna happen in the space of like a day or two.
It's like you elders pointed out, right? It's all of the speech that Trump is using is what is going to happen to America. Because he said it was like in an hour, we can do it in an hour.
You're talking wicked. You were talking the wicked man talk. And it's going to come back on them, man. And it's going to be an example as to why you shouldn't be proud against the Most High, man. Because you were not fit, man. You were never fit. You never had the ingredients there of being a prince. Because you're not a prince. You do not belong as a leader of men. And there's nothing worse than someone that's unworthy being in a position, because they could always abuse it. And I always say that someone who's not meant to be a leader, you put them in a leader position, they're gonna abuse it, man, because they don't belong there. They become a bully. Real hard men don't bully people.
Yeah, because they're constantly threatened, but slightly.
Bitch ass Edomites, bitch made.
It's
gotten so bad. Them man don't even want to. They're the man them that's ruined the war don't even go to the war.
Yeah.
Used to be when man called for war, man was there on the front lines doing it themselves.
David was on it, man.
Yeah, front line dons.
Yeah.
Now it's just like,
have to tell him to chill.
Yeah.
Like, yo, David, I know.
I know. Lindsey Graham and Trump and them, man, calling for war, blood. Them man,
And he's a draft
and they're draft dodgers, man. This is the bullshit man got to deal with, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Ned Stark said, man, you gotta, if you bring the judgment, you gotta execute it yourself, man. Bitch ass niggas, innit? They're only good for killing children. That's what they're good for. Go on, man.
Proverbs 29:2. I was mentioning, basically, Esau's not worthy of his position, man. This is when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
And that's who you are. You're not that whole Enlightenment era was a lie. It was a fraud. You know, the Renaissance era, the Enlightenment era. You're not enlightened, man. You're the dark. This is the dark ages. This is the clavicular, all this stuff. This is a product of you. This is insane. This is insanity, man. The porn industry, that's not light, that's darkness. And the porn industry has created so much sexual perversion. It's no one's normal no more.
Yeah.
Man's all freaky and all into some madness. Man want to have sex with cars and all sorts, man. It's mad.
That's why the UK recently they had to straight up ban
the stepfather thing, the stepmother,
yeah, that stuff's nasty. But they the strangling thing, because it was like, look, you get certain mans that don't understand that that's just in the thing.
Yeah,
that's fake. It's fake. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you get,
but they're rewiring your brain because you're watching it, the fake thing, and it's actually rewiring your brain to think that it's actually sexually pleasing.
Yeah.
but it's not. It's foolishness, man. So Esau's got a lot to pay for, man. Esau, man.
Why you want to strangle her anyway?
Yeah, but that goes back to that's because the guys that run the porn industry are sadists. Sadomasochism, which is a real guy.
Yeah.
Go look him up, man. Sadistic in nature, humiliation rituals, man. It's what's going on, man. This has gone too far. Like, man might get a bit of rough and tumble with the gal them, but within reason, man. What are we doing, man? Why would I want to choke my woman till her eyes popping out of her head?
Exactly.
Man? That's crazy.
But what,
Man, that's man soft for the gal them, you know that.
but what do we know Esau gets into though? There's a word for it. His brothers don't be going and looking at that stuff. But yeah, he likes to,
Necrophilia.
because they showed you that in what do you call it, Luther season 1, where what do you call it, Idris's cat Luther. He's basically he when he's saving the woman, she's about to get snuffed in the flick that they were making, right? Because Esau's into that sort of
Dark,
stuff,
nasty, crazy stuff, man. So that's his version of power, bloody.
Yeah.
You know,
He's Joffrey.
cannibalism, cannibalism and all this stuff, man.
Yeah. You remember that scene, man, in Game of Thrones when Joffrey, what you call it, Tyrion's like, yeah, you know, what you call it, my cousin, my nephew or whatever, he's a man now. Let me get him some proceeds. Joffrey killed them.
Yeah,
So he doing, and not just killed them. He had bow, like, put a bow in them.
liked it.
It's like,
them
what
on,
you doing?
He's a sadist.
That's Esau.
He's a demon, man. Yo, we're soft to the gal them still, you know what I mean? Really, you know? You know, if we caress the gal them the right way, you know what I'm saying? I don't know about these, man, but that's why. Yo, it's soft to the touch still, you know what I mean? No, I'm joking. That's why a certain man got like 8 youth. Go on, man, go on. They said GMS, you know, we're crazy, but you know, if it's sweet up the gal them still. Yeah?
Oh man.
Said Hebrews 12 on Esau, you know, that wicked vessel. It says Hebrews 12:16, lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. For you know how that afterwards, when he would have inherited a blessing, he was rejected, for he found no place of repentance, though he saw it carefully with tears.
Esau's already been a reject. You're a reject off the production line.
Yeah.
You're you know them ones that, you know, when they sell them things, innit? And they have to sell them at a discount. The things just broke up. It's malformed. That's you, Esau, bro. It ain't gonna work properly. But you know, if you're broke, you just gotta charge it. Yeah, bro. Esau's a reject off the production line, man, on purpose. Esau ain't the guy, man, and that's why I get vexed. You know, you go on Twitter, you see these men talking proudly, and it's like, bro, you're not better than us in any way. You're the inferior. You actually are inferior, and it wouldn't be so bad because man wouldn't even hate on you.
Embrace it.
Bro, man never used to clown man that was slow. You either match was slow, he was just, all right, man. I'm just fast. I don't know. I'm just faster than you. It's what it is. I could just jump higher than you. But Esau, when I see you start bragging now, I was like, brother, like, what are we doing here, man? You are actually the inferior people, man, and it's sad. You're not more intelligent. No, you're not. You man are stupid. You're getting manipulated by the left-right paradigm. You're not smart people.
There was a time I was asking some of my mailings, and I was like, so, like, you know, tell what's with all that you and like white people? Oh yeah, we just think they're smart. And back of my mind, I was like, the same Edomite. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but the thing is, like, it's not just mate. We just see mate. It's not just mate. All of the heathen women think that this man is something.
Yeah, because their exposure to him again is sanitized.
Exactly.
They're not exposed to Bob from the pub, innit?
Which is,
You know what I'm saying?
which is what I was.
We are like,
Yeah,
we
exactly.
know about Bob, innit?
Like,
Yeah, mate, bottle of water, all these guys. And then you see these, you know, bro, I hate these Edomites so much, right? Because when Jake got an accent in London, right? And they'll be like, oh, that fucking accent, they can't speak English properly. Bro, there's the Queen's speech of English does not dominate the UK, even among white people. Like, what are you talking about? Everyone in the UK speaks with slangs and accents. But if Jake has an accent, we're just low IQ.
Yeah.
But these men can have accents. Jamie Oliver and all these men, like, it's all right. It's all right for them. That's why I can't stand these devils, man.
Yeah. Well, I was about to say one of the things that's been beautiful is that the internet has allowed the world to see who Esau really is. It's also allowed the world to see who Jake really is.
Yeah.
You like roll like, yeah, you got Esau weaponized, what was it, world side hip hop and all of that. But as the internet became wider and bigger, people be like, yo, hey, these Jakes, a lot of them just want to chill, just want to have fun. They go and come try to get your gal in your country. That is going to happen. But for the most part, Jake just want to chill. But then what do you see of Esau? Right? The amount of videos, I'll just be on Twitter seeing Edomites running a mess up in Thailand because they go there with their Edomite supremacy and arrogance.
Yeah.
Right? And people are like, yo, man, them Thai, they stick together in it. So you have like Edomites taking a piss, and then they're like, you see when they fucked up, when they formed a ring, like the Thais will form a ring around you. And these are men that are known for Thai boxing. Oh, they getting beat up. But now that image of them is being pushed out more and more that they're gonna come to your country.
The man of sin is being revealed.
That's it.
The more people, the more you're being revealed for what you are, that you're actually a dishonorable individual. You're actually a lesser being, man. Okay, was that brother finished in Romans?
You finished?
Yeah, was he finished there?
I can hold it.
Still good.
No, let him.
No, I can hold it.
Let him give him-
9:23. Romans
Yeah,
9:23.
Romans 9:23. And it says, and that he might make known the riches of his glory and the vessels of mercy, which he had afore prepared unto glory.
That's Jacob. We're the vessels of mercy. Even though Esau don't want to have no mercy on us, the Lord is going to have no mercy on us. But the Lord ain't going to have no mercy on you, Edomites. You're cooked. You're doomed. You're absolutely doomed, man. And we don't feel sorry about it. It's the righteous judgment of Heavenly Father. Because you know the funny thing about this whole thing is, yeah, your actions and your behavior show that you deserve everything the Lord's going to do to you. You've proven why, he deserved it. Your character and the way you are, no one ain't gonna feel sorry for you when you get your judgment. Because you don't deserve no mercy, man. You don't deserve nothing, man. You're irredeemable people, man. So no one ain't gonna be crying when what happens to you happens to you, and no one ain't gonna miss you either. Oh man, do you remember the days when them pale ass crackers was walking around? I really miss Becky. No, man. Get the hell out of here, man. We don't need you. The world don't need you. The world's gonna have the best thing that's ever gonna happen to them, and that's the sons of God. And who's better to rule the world than a son of God? A perfect son of God. There ain't nobody better. That's the person. You talk about DEI. The person who's more. Can we get John the 3rd chapter? I think it's the 14th verse. Is it the 14th? To them that. Oh, no, wait. It might be John 1, innit? John 1. Yeah, John the 1st chapter. To them that believe, he gave them power to become the sons of God. Listen, there's no who. Can you tell me someone that's more? They talk about meritocracy, yeah. Who is more? Everything good, brother?
Yeah, I'm good. That's good.
Who is more qualified to rule than the Son of God? Someone tell me.
Come on, man.
How can you be more qualified than someone who is perfect? If you had to choose, okay, who should be the leader? Who should run things? It's like, okay, I've got this dusty Edomite freak, got some Elamite pervert. Elamite's a pervert too.
Nah.
You all these Moabites, and then you get to, oh, this is the Son of God. Yeah, I'm going with the Son of
come
God.
on, that's it.
Like yeah, that's qualifications right there.
100%
When you got the Son of God on your CV,
Can I grab this?
what's your attributes? Perfect. Perfect. When can you start? This is what people gotta understand, man. There's no one more qualified to rule the world than the Israelites under the new covenant.
Yeah. Because this is
Try
what's
to act
promised.
that.
Yeah.
You know, you let niggas rule.
Don't do that.
It'll get wild out here.
Yep. Baruch 3:36. He hath found out all the way of knowledge, and hath given it unto Jacob his servant, and to Israel his beloved.
Our kingdom ain't gonna be short of science. I don't know if you saw the science. You weird science, man. Our kingdom ain't gonna be short of science.
It's like all of this science kills you. All of Esau's science kills you.
You know, Camus science.
Tell me science. It was like, all right, you got a phone. Yeah, like you got a phone, then you're just like, oh, yeah, but you can't put it near your head. You can't put it near your nutsack.
You get tumors and fried and yeah.
How do you use your phone? Where do you keep your phone? Oh, whoops. I mean, I use the Bluetooth headphones and that, but that shit, that ain't good.
That means you ain't mastered the frequencies. You ain't mastered anything. Because he's new to this thing. We're gonna have to listen. I always tell man, don't think we're gonna be in the kingdom like some ooga booga. Like we're gonna have knowledge and tech. There's nothing wrong with technology. We're just gonna have the right technology in balance with life. We ain't gonna just be ooga boogering around the place here. Just be hey, hi, oh. You know what I mean? That's what man's envisioned. Like, bro, people have always had technology, man, and understanding.
It's evil that makes it seem like he's the only one that has ever had anything.
Any tool is technology.
Yeah.
So what? In the kingdom, man's gonna be bare hands digging through the earth. We can't have technology. You know what I mean, bro? There's nothing wrong with technology. It just has to be used in the correct manner, right? In righteousness and in balance with life, man. We don't need Esau for science. Well, the Most High created knowledge. Go on, huh?
Yeah, no, you know, it's true because you know it sounds so simple what I'm gonna say, but you know, every time you only hear these carnal jakes that say, "Oh, eternal life can't happen in the kingdom," because you get bored after a while. You know, there's people who've said that shit. I'm like, this guy people think that.
Got bored.
Yeah, I mean, you know, people think. You know, I mean, our mind's gonna
But
change.
how do you know you get bored?
That's what I'm saying. You know that I actually
Niggas in the hospital clinging to life.
No, the nigga actually said that once. It's like, oh, I can't have eternal life because after a while we've done everything. I said, how do you know?
Do you know what I think about, man? You know when we were young. You know when we were young, all of the different things that you were into when you was younger, whether you was good at music, drawing, or whatever, what have you. But because of the lack of time, you had to pick one of these 5 or 6 interests that you had. And then now you had to kind of focus on maybe at first like these 2, then after a while one, then you start working. And then now it's like you don't do any kick-ups anymore. You don't all of those things. What did they say? It says it takes 10,000 hours to master something.
Like and
I said you'll be bored.
bro, I actually heard someone say that once in a video, like, oh, you say in eternal life, you're gonna be alive for too long, and after a while you get bored.
Where did you get this idea from?
It's from a carnal mind, brother.
So where would you get the idea you're alive for too long?
You know what it is? Because they see this life.
Your mind is so constrained.
Like, after a while of driving my Range Rover. It's like, bro, it's gonna be new bodies.
That's because you're a child anyway.
New minds,
That's because this man's got the mind state of a child anyway. And so their brain is just all on hyper imagery. Right? So obviously he can't just sit in the park and enjoy first of all, company. Listen, bro, just having we're actually social creatures. You could take the most simplest thing, you got the right people around you, bro, you're just chilling, you're just laughing, busting jokes, and man will never get tired. Man will be on the same corner, chatting the same rubbish, and busting joke, and little thing happen there and there, and man. But you know what? You learn more about that when you live in countries where life is a bit slower, and they live basically off like social interactions, but they're happy. But these men live off buying, their dopamine comes from actually buying things rather than
exploring, real life.
Even fruit. I was even bro. I've only had yellow bananas in my life. I've never had a banana. Oh, fuck's sake.
No, go on, bro. No, it's all right.
Custard apples. You know what I'm saying? Custard apples and that. Custard, like people haven't even had a custard apple, right? You get certain fruits. You get certain fruits.
There's not even no point trying to like. If you hear a guy say that he'll be bored with eternal life,
bro, I've actually heard
low level. Turn him off.
Low level.
You know what it was? You just press the button.
Just take him out. Because bro, like, even obviously, like brothers, which is because in the scriptures we talk about the planets and that. There's stuff on Earth we ain't experienced, bro. There's like even like say fish.
Where is this guy from?
Bro, I don't know. He's probably from Mars, bro. I don't know.
Bro, how can you make such a statement as if you've lived a full life?
That's saying that at 19 years old. You don't even know, like.
Well, you didn't even know the kind of women that you have in different parts of the world.
Yeah.
Not the ones that come to the West. It's like you get certain, well, it's like we speak about certain of them Nepalese women, Uzbek women,
Bro,
flavors.
life is
Mongol
life.
babe.
Yeah.
The thing is,
Mongol
these
babe.
a lot of these
That's what we're
people, the
saying.
reason they're messed up with life is because they can't appreciate the simplicity of life. Again, that's a lot to do with Esau and the media and the way it's we're living in a system that's driving you to do things, and nothing is never enough. So for him, the whole idea of being bored, it just sounds to me like he's a consumer.
Yeah.
He's a consumer, and he's getting burnt out in it with the consuming of things. Like, he's an idiot. That what he's talking about is not a reality of life. Life is there to be lived.
Grab this real quick.
Yeah, go on.
In Psalm 16 and 11, it says, "Thou will show me the path of life. In thy presence is fullness of joy. At thy right hand there are pleasures forevermore."
Yeah, like what's this guy talking about, man?
Yeah.
Bored. That whole thing, and it's just like now, when I was a child, right? I didn't know what being bored was.
It's true.
Man will just make it work.
Yeah.
Bro, I remember certain times man would get rubber bands and start doing things with rubber bands. These youths now, you take away the device, they're bored.
Yeah.
They're sitting on the bus, and to get from to move 10 bus stops on the bus, they're already bored after one bus stop.
Just pure dopamine.
Because
in
their
veins.
brain is fried. Like when we was young, you'd be on the bus looking at this, looking at that.
I spy with my little
Even
eye.
back in the day, man, I remember I was a kid in Ghana. Yeah, there was a beat. There's a type of beetle, very colorful. I'm sure you've probably seen it. It's like a large beetle, but it's like multicolored, the rainbow and shit. But anyway, what we used to do is catch it and tie it, not too tight, but to a string and let it fly, and we'd be walking with it and shit. Yeah, and like a kite, basically. Yeah. Like, but it's some shit that you
Kidnap the lady.
basically, bro. It's a big ass multicolored beetle, bro, and that shit was fun.
Towards the speed of actual life and exploring things. This world, these men are bored because their brain's fried and they need to buy a new iPhone. And that's just they need to go do some.
Well, a perfect example of this, like people think now kids have to have tablets and stuff, but kids existed before.
Yeah.
Like,
And
thousands of years, it's been it.
if you can
So what was
avoid
they
it,
doing?
if you can avoid it,
Yeah.
because it's hard in this world, and I say this as a non-parent, so Salaka to powers that are, can avoid it, them screens are going to damage. It's like when they do the research, because I someone that works on screens a lot, my attention span is cooked.
Bro, even
Have a
bro,
precept as
the
well.
other day, real quick, the couple of the youths in my yard, they were sitting there watching this fucking program with what was he talking about, man? He was doing a video about, I can't remember what he was doing a video about. And I'm like, yo, you can't watch this. Because the way the video was designed is a jump cut every
Cocomelon.
1 second. It was like, but you were just saying something. Why are you splashing images everywhere? And they thought I said, okay, cool, let me show you something. And I put the thing on like 0.25 speed and I played it. And I said, look in the space, we're gonna watch the timer between the first 30 seconds, how many jump cuts. And I swear there was a jump cut every like second, half a second. It was jump, jump, jump. I said, what that's doing to your brain is the amount of information he's giving you is nothing. But all that jump cutting, your brain is just firing off. So now when you try and sit on the bus and just look at normal life, you can't, because it's not images, there's not things flying at you every 2 seconds, man.
Cocomelon got not done for it, but that was because they used
Did it on purpose.
and the thing is, it was highly colorful. So then a child's mind is just getting cooked.
Yeah, but your brain at that age as well, because your brain's actually developing.
Yeah.
So now you're just used to that.
Yeah.
It used to be you have Sesame Street and a guy's walking down the street and they'll actually be walking.
Slow.
You know what I mean? Like a normal pace, no jump cut. They're just walking with the cow. You know what I mean? So you get used to life. Now the cow would be like, cow's flying.
Even fucking Tom and Jerry, like my daughter, Tom and Jerry, the ones for the 40s. That one, I make her watch it, and she just being there, just enjoying it, because it's like it's a lot of activity, but it's not the same. dynamic as it seems along the way.
It's just how life is supposed to be, innit?
Yeah, I have a quick one.
Yeah,
This
go
is Ecclesiasticus 34:9. Man that have traveled knoweth many things, and he that have much experience will declare wisdom. And in the kingdom, bro, like even remember I checked it out when IUIC talking about you have to go to everywhere Jake is. Remember, like I looked up in the world how many towns and cities exist. And it was like over like 1 million. And it was something like it would take like 13,000 years to spend a week in one town, every town in the world, basically. So that's a little scale. So imagine like eternal life, you know what I'm saying?
Well, even let's be real, even London, there are places in London.
Yeah.
I ain't going.
Yeah.
So why am I there?
Yeah.
Certain time on what is it, the train that goes from what do you call it? It's the London Bridge.
Yeah.
You know that Kent train. There's certain. I said, why am I there?
Like even Barking, I've been there, but I've never explored Barking. Right? I don't know if I'd do that in the kingdom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I mean,
There's places, isn't it?
Listen, bro. These men are speaking of things that there's no way your brain can comprehend. You got to take the Lord's word for it.
Yeah,
We
that's
can't
it.
comprehend eternity.
Yeah.
The thing is, we live, like you said, we live very temporal and short lives.
Yeah.
So everything we want to do quick, and everything seems long.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're an immortal, you see time and you see life a lot.
A whole different spectrum. Like,
You know what I mean? Like, just chill.
That's
I'm taking a trip to the spirit world and I'll be back.
Yeah. That's one of the things I liked about in Sabrina,
I got more.
because basically in Sabrina, what the uncle was trying to tell Sabrina was like, no, you got to cut off your mortal. She's like, why? Does it look? What you care about as an immortal, like what they care about as mortals, like you want people to resonate, because they're thinking, I need to do this, I need to do that, but you're like, I can do it whenever, you know.
Yeah, you're not gonna have to rush anything.
It's like even kind of like the way we are in this life, where it's like you might have your woman, she's like, oh, we need to do this, and in your mind it's like doing again, you know.
Yeah, I'm more on this though. Just to finish this. It says,
I'm more thinking I'm broke.
it says,
I need that eternal bank.
it says, he that have no experience knoweth little, right? But he that have traveled is full of prudence. You know what I mean? So it says, he that have no experience knoweth little, but he that have traveled is full of prudence.
And you know what? That's another reason why America's so cooked. A lot of the American public ain't been outside of America, man.
Yeah, bro.
So their viewpoint of other places and other people is solely based upon the media, and so they're cooked.
I mean, it's something that us brothers over here on these shores always talk about, how like obviously it's the spirit, but the whole scattering thing for us, for personal experience, but his brothers have had a conversation. Like knowing that you got Turks says Jake, it wasn't far enough imagination, because we went to school with a lot of these fighting Irish.
Ali and them.
Yeah, bro, you know what I mean? It wasn't really.
Even the whole West African.
Yeah, like the West African.
So that's a big thing in the UK. Like when I remember when I ain't gonna lie, when we was growing up, the half man had it hard, but but it's true.
Yeah, he's saying that because he's one of them.
No.
He used to cuss us out.
You're actually the other way around. when I was
Bro, you sure
He'll tell you. Obviously, in our ends, but where we wasn't like a black area anyway. So the man that ended up coming into our area was Afman. So we were outnumbered, black. So we had to hold it down. But the thing, but if you really clock right, how the spirit kind of moved once the youth started interacting together, like Rockaby School and all that, and all them places. But man started blending together almost like one culture, like a mixture of. It's like a mixture of even the music is basically a mixture of like West African and Jamaican together in one. The way man talk, man are saying Bumbaclaw, at least man's from Ghana, like, or vice versa, and then really the spirits was melding because realistically, man are kind of the same in the spirit.
Bro, it's so funny, man. I remember when I was last in Ghana, man. I was I took my daughter to the beach in it with some family, and there was these like. You know these Jakes. You know everywhere you go, these Jakes on the beach are trying to get money out of you, right? So they came with a band, like a walking band, but they was talking to us in patois. And I'm like, bro, I'm Ghanaian. Like, what are you doing? And he couldn't shake it. He was like, yes, man. Yeah, yes, man. I'm like, start speaking to him in my language. Like, brother, I'm Ghanaian. Like, but he just couldn't, like, this dude had dreads. He had the flag on Jamaica. He was hustling. I'm like, are you trying to bust patois? And then, like,
Yeah.
you're not, but it's the spirit, though.
But because I was about to say, bro, how many children in school were like, no, I'm Jamaican, it's like, bro. Like, I know, yeah, you're Jamaican, yeah.
So that divide doesn't really, among the youth, doesn't really exist.
It doesn't
no more.
exist. Yeah.
And man, just all accept each other as like very much the same because it is same in the spirit. Man, like the same music.
Same
Man, get down the same way. Man, man love planting.
Yeah.
Dashing and flipping yam and flipping heados.
It's with the same
It's
people.
like
Man.
that breach, you know, between that people is to be taken away, basically.
But it used to be mad beef, bro. I ain't gonna lie. My grandparents and they don't mess with no Africans.
And it's the same way. The same way again.
I would try and buy some fish like from the Africans. Like, no, I mean, it's just fried fish. It's the same.
It's still part of the curses, man. Yeah, it's the curses that kept us apart.
Now man's eating jollof and
Yeah.
rice and peas together.
Blended chops.
When I like the jello.
And it says, when I traveled, I saw many things, and I understand more than I can express.
It's so because you was talking about Americans, man. So like I'll see things on like Americans going to China, and they're like, yeah, the US is cooked because it's like here it is. They've just been told about like, oh, it's so terrible in these places and this, that, and the other. But then you go there, and you realize, nah, America's terrible, right? Yeah, okay, because that's another thing. The whole GDP conversation, where it's like, yeah, our GDP is amazing, this, that, and the other. But it's like, okay, cool. You get certain. Where's the money? And that's the point. People talking about that's why you're now getting a lot of health tourism to places in the East because it's like, yeah, it's cheaper for you to get on a fucking plane, excuse my French, to go to another country than it is for you to do it back home. That ain't
Get better care.
and get better care,
Ireland and all
high
that.
level care,
Even
yeah.
tailoring and all that.
Yeah.
Like, but the greatest example is in Iran. You let the media tell you like Iran's some crazy fanatical place where, like back in the Stone Ages, a man just running. Meanwhile, I like to watch cooking things, so I'm watching man in some gal got a fucking cafe in Iran. I'm like, this place is normal. Like, man just there cooking up shawarma and that, but it's not that deep. And
They're just people.
yeah, they got universities with professors. Like they're one of the leaders in the medical industry. I'm like, yeah, but they'll make it look like all they want to do is make a bomb and blow everyone up. Like, what the fuck? You know, in the streets, left to America.
Man's got blood smearing his forehead with a sword on a mountain. It's crazy shit.
Yeah, but again, one of the things they brought out was the Iranian parliament. All them guys, most of them are either war veterans as well. But not only that, they all got degrees. Like they're actually super intelligent, well-educated people that work in their government. You go to the American government now.
Fucking
CEI, bro.
Trump was on WWE, bro.
Yeah.
Imagine that with
Educated
Booker T and shit. What the hell, bro? Yeah, no.
They brought out, you know, the speaker, the guy that does the spokesman in the military guard. That guy, but I forgot that. I need to look it up again. His credentials, bro, it's off the chart. I'm like, raw, man's got this degree, that degree, speaks this language, that. I'm like, bro, then you got the American spokesperson would just be some random, some bimbo, bro. Like, this is
Fucking
dope.
wrestler and shit.
But they like to paint everyone else as a savage.
But the thing is as well, East will keep the information about those places properly hidden because if you go there, you've got dodgy stamps on your passport. So it's like, oh, well, why was you there? Are you
America's like a Uno reverse of North Korea. Like you don't hear much what goes on in North Korea. You don't hear shit.
Yeah.
Like America keeps information away from people about the outside world.
Yeah.
It's propaganda and through the movies. So you're learning about other cultures through some BS Bond film. You know what I mean? Some BS film. And that's why they did like what was that movie again? What's on with Arnold Schwarzenegger? True Lies? It's a
Yeah,
dope
that's-
film,
yes,
but it's just all anti-Arab propaganda. Like, that's all it was, man. The Arabs are just crazy.
Arabs, it's Russians.
Oh, the Russians are crazy.
Well, what I was going to say though, that's been the Jake experience.
Yeah.
Birth of the
Propaganda.
original birth of a nation, which is brute beasts that want to rape white women.
Exactly. We the number. We've been suffering that for time. Where was we, man? Because
Finish on it.
right, John 1. That's where we were. John 1. Yeah. So we're actually the people with the new covenant. We're the people that are actually the most qualified to be rulers over the earth. Not so. It's not like we're going to be DEI hires. Oh, we're just rulers. No, we're going to be given the title and the rulership, but we're actually going to embody what it takes to be in that position. Yeah, like, and that's the difference. Esau doesn't embody a ruler of a planet. He shouldn't rule anything. I wouldn't let man rule my football team. Like, there's peak out here. You see what Amarim did? Oh, man. So John, that Gareth Southgate, man. You know what I mean?
Can I get something real quick?
That's a proper Edomite.
Can I get something real quick?
Yeah.
I don't know if you've got it already, but like this one, Baruch chapter 3, verse 36.
Coward.
Oh, give it that. It said, he have found all the way of knowledge and have given it unto Jacob his servant and to Israel his beloved.
There you go. We're not going to have to worry. Now, obviously, I wouldn't put Pookie in control of anything. But we're not going to be Pookie. Pookie is a product of Esau's rulership. Right? The elect is a product of Yahweh Shai. Completely different. Edification, completely different things. When we go to build our kingdom, we're going to know how to set up sewage systems, how to build cities the correct way, transport, commerce. Everything's going to be running smooth and
Energy,
proper.
clean,
Energy, how to get energy.
clean energy, efficient.
Yeah. Man's ain't going to have no, like, these dead teams living on set pieces. And no, but even the entertainment's going to be better. The entertainment's going to be better. Everything's going to
be better.
Music's going to be better, right? Everything's going to lead towards what? Edification, positivity.
Things that are going to enrich the spirit.
Enrich you, man.
That's it.
This page just brings it down, man, on the negative vibration.
It's demonic, man.
Have you seen that musical kind of instrument that the natives have? It's one where it's like water, and like the water in the bowls can like make the sound of the bird. I'm like,
Oh, I've seen that.
yeah, it's like they pour the water in it and they shake it, and the shit can make the sound of the animal they carved it out of. Or carved, I don't know how to break it down. But something, like, if brothers know, type it.
They had them ones as well that
Yeah.
they blowed in the
Like
South America that
What,
can make
bird
different that the warriors would use to make different animal noises.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Or I had one that sounded like a screaming, or someone screaming being tortured as well.
I'm like, how did it?
Drink
First
fairy.
of all, who brought that down? How did they know that?
Give all the way the knowledge from.
That's the Lord, man.
Yeah, but we're gonna have all that, and the problem is that obviously the whole idea, and that's what Esau pushes. They say, "Oh, the third world. Oh, look at all the black, so-called black. We're not black, but you know what I'm talking about." They'll look at these bugged out Nigeria and all that. Say, see, look, even them lot have a country. It's all fucked up. Yeah, and then so that's a mind control, because what they're basically telling you is, listen, man, we're the only ones fit to rule and make anything any good. But that's a lie. Like, we're gonna have all the knowledge it takes to build a more than a fully functioning society, a global world where things are only getting better and better, man, and done right. And ain't no need for no scandals or this is done wrong, so we need to redo it. No, proper things, man. And it's gonna be built from scratch. We're not gonna use, we found a book where Esau. No, man, we're gonna be dropping the knowledge ourselves, man. The mathematics, all of that, making everything nice, which we had before too. You go into the ancient world, man. Our buildings that we were building are ancient monuments now, man. Like you go into the Americas, they've got huge megalith stones that they've moved and put from some plateau, moved thousands of miles and put it up a damn hill. And Esau to this day don't know how they did that.
You're gonna find out though. You're gonna find out though.
You know, because we had technology back then, we're gonna have technology again. Well,
It says John 1 and the 12. But as many as received him, But as many as received him, to them gave he power to become the sons of Most High.
Right, the sons of the Most High. Now, as a son of the Most High, you have to be perfect. And that's what we're going to be. And that's what this ministry is all about. Yahweh Shai is going to make us perfect through the new covenant. You go into Ephesians, the 4th chapter, it says, this is for the perfection of the saints. The saints are going to be perfect. So who wouldn't want the perfect people to be ruling? You can't go wrong. You put a person who's perfect in character, perfect in everything.
The one that's envious. Esau's envious. He's jealous.
Yeah,
That's why
vocab
he don't
Malone
want
said,
it.
I wouldn't want Apostle of Brian Labin. Yeah, but all that's on you.
Yeah, that's no problem.
But the earth is ultimately going to benefit from righteous rulership, man.
Right.
Because it's not working right now, is it, Nicholas? It's not working right now, is it? Everyone's hurt right now.
Speaks about truth, flourishing in the earth,
Yeah, like just
under that
having
conditions is better
bro,
by itself.
just having that alone. Imagine you ain't got to sift through. Man's having to have a debate about whether something's true or not. You do. brothers is damn near fighting like, brother, it's fake. Oh,
That's what it says, it, man. We ain't gonna need the sun, the moon, because the Lord's gonna be the light. You know?
Continues chaos.
Yeah,
That's what Esau's world is, man. Why would you want to live in a world of chaos?
yeah, of just
you don't. Yeah, got to second guess everything.
just truth. Like, imagine just knowing truth.
Statistical lies.
Like-
man's just propagandizing you all day.
Yeah, it's like even herbs. Like, you're like, oh, they say that this herb is good to do this, but it's not tested by science. Then it might maybe grow a extra nose in your face. Is that nigga like? You know what I mean?
Bro, the
Everything,
whole diet thing.
doubt everything.
Bro, the whole diet thing. You might as well just die.
You might as well.
Everything's bad for you.
Yeah.
Everything. You will find, if you go on the internet, you will find someone
Yeah.
saying
The side effect
the
of
opposite
everything
of
positive.
someone else.
Yeah.
So one man will tell you, oh, only eat meat. That's
Yeah.
good for you. Next man will say, don't eat meat,
Mhm.
only eat vegetable.
Yeah.
Next man will say, only drink water. Next man will say, oh, water's bad for you. Only breathe air.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing here, man? Fat, bad fat, this, that. When we're supposed to have a balanced diet, man. That's fit with the earth around us, man.
Yeah.
But now you just got to do all this extra shit. There's a million different diets.
There's 90 supplements and eat a steak and 90 supplements.
But
You can't do nothing, bro.
Influence on the world. Everything's destroyed.
Yeah.
Everything's bad. Like everything's way it
No,
should
yeah,
be.
I'll get
And that's why it's important to go back to truth, man, and have everything properly done. Because then all these things have been, you won't be arguing about these things, man. It's
Bro,
good for you.
at one point they said they demonize fat. How can you demonize fat,
It
man?
was on purpose as well.
You demonizing fat and it don't even make sense. You demonizing fat and then everyone stopped eating fat and started eating bare carbs and got obese.
Yeah. It
They
showed
said
you
coconut oil is bad for
Yeah.
you. Animal fats are bad for you.
And Alzheimer's, I think fat helps with
Yeah.
Alzheimer's is
Yeah.
up and all that type of shit.
Oh, the statins. Yeah, they put people on statins for the cholesterol.
Well, that's how you have something called therapeutic ketosis. So like the whole, how keto, that all started for people who have fits and seizures. And it was studied in the 30s and 40s where they noticed on a high fat diet that it would actually cut out them having fits and epileptic seizures. So then the byproduct, they noticed they got more healthy and started losing weight. So the whole keto diet started from that. But then later you're saying that's bad for you. And that's why a lot of them, like scientists and doctors in the 40s and that 50s, those were the real bad man because it was new. It was just very new to them. Like, oh shit, this shit works.
Yeah.
But then obviously
Then the
when you-
Rockefeller
the
came along.
Rockefellers and that,
We don't put this
50s,
information out.
40s, they started buying them off. Breweries, yeast, and they
Yeah.
started buying them off. But when you read a lot of them old books, it's like the 50s, 40s, they always really studied.
Satan came in.
Then Satan came and brought it
That's
all up
why
with
he
their
shouldn't be
foundation.
ruling.
Yeah.
It's an unwise king destroying
Yeah,
people, man.
People, man.
But man got ulterior motives, man. Our only motive in the kingdom is truth, righteousness, and let it rain, man. Let the light go forth, man. What's the point of darkness? Anyway, let's carry. Yeah. Oh, okay. No. It's on John. Okay, that was it. Yeah, go on. And there's another one on be ye perfect, even as you.
Just wanted to just a quick scripture on the Lord's wisdom. This is Tobit 6 and 3. And this is hold on. You know what? Yeah, this is Tobit 6 and 3. Then the angel said unto him, take the fish, and the young man laid hold of the fish and drew it to the land. To whom the angel said, open the fish and take the heart and liver and the gall and put them up safely. But the point is, I'm actually skipped down. It says, and he turned to him, take the heart and the liver, and if a devil or an evil spirit trouble any, we must make a smoke thereof before the man or the woman, and the party shall be no more vexed. As for the goal, it is to anoint a man that had whiteness in his eyes, and he shall be healed. So the point is that there's like, there's like science and deep things to wisdom that we don't know.
Yeah.
And later on they found out that to put in a man's eyes, because that part of the fish is very high in vitamin A, which is good for your eyes. So even scientists kind of said with certain types of cataract, the film that you get on your eyes, vitamin A topically can heal that kind of stuff. And this is stuff they knew back,
Well, it's science,
it's science,
man. You ain't gotta go all and over, call it vitamin A to know the
Yeah,
science, man.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that, I need to know it's called water to know you can get hydrated. You know what I'm saying? This guy is, bro, that's what I'm saying. We don't need Esau, man. And that's why we're glad that we're about to see Esau be at least, very least, taken out of authority. And then a little while after, we won't even have to see him again. You won't have to see him again.
Probably nobody again.
We won't have to hear him, we won't have to see him. He'll just be gone. And the world is just gonna move on. And that's so beautiful, man. That hurts. When man move on without you, it hurts, bro. You come back round like them niggas having fun.
You doing bad at him, like
It hurts, man. Hey, we gonna move on, man.
Esau genuinely, that's what we was talking about. Esau, when he makes his movies and it's like a utopian future, he's there. He's always pushing this idea of if I'm not there, it ain't utopia. It's like it's so far from the truth, because some of the best places is where you ain't at. Because what's another thing? Like, I know you said it about, and I know other Nigerians say it as well. One of the things that people hate is that their places back home are becoming more Western, i.e., they're becoming more like the Edomite, man. That's why the scripture says, "You shall call them the border of wickedness." Because wherever you go, wherever you start really planting your feet, those places degrade.
Batimanism, youth culture becomes disrespectful, MTV generation, and things start getting worse socially. Everything starts getting worse.
But that's Esau's philosophy and wine that he's made the whole world to drink. He's changing, the foundations of these nations, man, and turning more like him.
You got a fucking female woman trafficker telling you about feminism. It's a joke thing.
True.
Dude's got a sex slave at home trying to tell me about feminism. It's crazy. This is what we got to deal with, man. This is a joke of it. He's got to go. Go on.
Matthew 5:48. Be ye therefore perfect, even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect.
Perfection is our birthright, man. It's our destiny to be perfect. And that's what we're actually going to be, man. We're going to be the perfect people. Perfect.
Judges.
That and who's better to judge? Listen, who made you? Who's better to judge than someone that's perfect? There's no one better to judge. There's no one better to rule than. There's no better. If man said there's a coach, if man put on a CV, yeah, I'm perfect. Well, you ain't hiring him, bro? Get me the Arteta, man. Man's got I'm perfect on the CV. Right? If he's perfect, go and do the right things. A perfect person is what the world's crying out for.
Yeah.
Because what do you have now? You got the Epstein class.
Yeah.
They're just doing better corruption, bro.
It truly makes sense why the scripture says the saints are going to judge the world. Because this earth, obviously, is the Lord's will. The story had to play out. but it's you can just see the side effects of bad judgment and bad leadership. You know what I mean?
And you know, power brings out the worst in you. It reveals all your insecurities. It reveals all your corruption. You know, that's what power does, man. You start doing all the wickedness you couldn't do when you had no power.
Yeah.
Now you start doing it, man.
Well, when the scripture speaks about Israel, when they became fat, they were, going off the rails, man, because they were mighty, they were low, they thought laws didn't do anything, and they just got to become corrupt, right? And that's why there's great respect to Yahweh Shai, because he had all that power, right, and did not use it. Yeah, he done exactly what the Lord's father told him to do, because he could have ended everything. He could have decided, I don't want to go on the cross and sacrifice myself, go through all this pain. But he held it down, man, even though he could have ended it all. Because not one of us would have even had that kind of mindset. Fuck these Romans. You know what I mean? Because you know what Jake's like. You know, but Yahweh Shai, he was dedicated to the Most High's word. You know?
And that's what you need. That's what you need. You need people that stand against murder, stand against theft, you know, stand against idolatry, stand up for righteousness at all times, and don't stray from righteousness. Right? No bribing, no, you know what I mean? No emotionals. Just keep it 100% how it should be, and everything runs smooth once you have that. But you got a fleshly, carnal man. Well, the carnal mind is enmity with the Most High, and Esau represents the carnal mind more than anyone else. He's the lusty beast, man. He's jealous. He's envious.
He saw these birthright for more to me.
Exactly. We brought that earlier.
You know, so he's all about
that.
You
got a rope.
Can I get this precept quick?
Yeah, go on.
Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 8. And what nation is there so great, right, that have statutes and judgments so righteous as all this law which I set before you this day?
Esau despised the Lord. Imagine the Most High created man on earth, yeah. And the Most High said, you know what, man, there's a foundational law that I'm going to provide that everything else should be based upon. It should be a found. And that foundation of that law is life. And Esau came along and said, nah. Yeah, you know, he said that's crazy.
Antiquated.
Oh, there's literally health benefits to the law. Yeah. If you read it's life. If you read the law on who you're supposed to eat and not eat, like even like you know how we don't eat like clams and oysters and stuff. I was reading it like in this book about herbs, and it was saying clams and oysters, right? They absorb heavy metal in water. They actually absorb the heavy, like lobsters as well. They absorb heavy metals and toxins in water, specifically.
Pigs of the sea, isn't it?
Yeah, the pigs of the sea. So it's like you then can get like literally certain metal poisons or mercury poison or whatever poison, metal poisoning from eating clams and oysters. Shit that Esau find out about later when the Lord just said, just don't eat it, bro. Because he made it.
He knows how everything works,
You
man.
know? But this is the thing. He don't fake. He don't trust in the word of the Lord.
Yeah,
Like,
he can do better. He's the arrogant.
Yeah.
It's arrogance. It's like he's now this totally. They don't even. There's no question. Like when Esau Edom, the American Christian, right, is in their law. You know, the Congress. There's no question of what does the Bible say in regards to this, and can we make our law based upon that foundation? Them man ain't considering it at all. But there's a reason for it. The law is the foundation of everything. It has to be built upon that. And once you build upon that law, everything else just works out properly. You don't have the same problems because the love is the keeping of the law. That's how love reigns in the earth. That's how people learn to have proper relationships together that respect each other. So you don't steal from your. No one likes. Come on, man. No one likes to be stolen from. So you don't steal. No one wants the Bible's heavy on keeping your word, keeping your contracts. Because guess what? You can't live in a world where men are not keeping to their contracts. Because when men are not keeping to their contracts, now it's just all bullshit. Like how it is in this world. We'll make a deal, but man can renege the deal. Like, then what's the point of making a deal? You need to be able to know that when I make this deal, both sides are gonna be faithful to honor this deal.
Even if it becomes unfavorable to you.
Yeah, you have to honor it.
You know.
But then that works in your favor because then when you get a deal, you can expect. That's how business is supposed to roll.
Rely on build and trust.
Trust. You get a marriage, it's a contract. It should be kept. You start fucking around with contracts and no one can't trust each other. You live in the world that how it is now. You can't trust no one. It's all messed up. Like, so even if you need help and you need someone to trust you, they ain't even trying to help you because they're like, man, I can't trust you in it.
Ulterior motive.
And you need help. You can't
I
get help.
was having this conversation with a dude on the street, basically, innit? Homeless or whatever. He wasn't homeless, but he was just begging, innit? He was hard up or whatever, innit? He goes, yeah, I mean, I speak to all these people, they don't want to give nothing, but you seem like a nice dude. And I gave him, I bought him some fruit because I didn't have no cash and I bought him some food and that. But we was having a conversation on the way there.
Yeah.
I said, like, I don't understand, like, you see poor people that don't want to help. I said, yeah, but it's a case of trust. They don't believe that you're telling the truth.
But there's a lot of
scammers out there. And that's what it destroys your perspective of things.
Train all the time.
Yeah, no, like the whole thing of helping someone in distress, you're supposed to do that. You're supposed to help someone in distress. That's how life is supposed to be. But they've, especially, in some places that would still happen. But especially in places like in these major cities where Esau has, that can cost you your life. Man, you know how many mans they got women in distress that really they're stick up people.
Yeah.
But then when there's actually someone in distress, they won't get the help because like, oh, remember when that happened.
Exactly.
So it's just like they've fucked it up for everyone. It's better when the law is established, righteousness established, even justice. You heal wounds when justice is done. When you don't exert justice, it's a wound, and that wound goes deeper. Even something like murder. Do you know how many families get broken up over a murder that isn't solved?
Good luck. Random. I don't want to. Okay, not bring this.
No.
Okay, no, but it was on what you were saying. I was watching a video yesterday, and it was kind of touching on like U.S. military bases in the world. The country was Korea, but it was like speaking about how a lot of these military bases will extend privileges, not just to the soldiers that are on the base, but then also to their family members, right? And it was basically speaking about how in places like, for instance, the example given was Korea, where this American soldier raped an underage girl and would have actually gotten away with it. But it was because of the public outcry that came from it. Like, yo, this is one of our nation's women, and just gonna let them go get away with it. But there's a record in the way that Esau sets it up. These Americans, especially, is there'll be times when a soldier's run over a child, and then has just gotten away with it.
But that happened here.
Over here, the diplomat. Yeah, she got diplomatic immunity. And the point is, it's just like that. It's the fact that like they've got the base, and we're here to protect you. But if one of our soldiers does anything to you, and the numbers was crazy because it's like
It's turning up another way.
Your son, like, charge it.
in Korea and Japan, the rate of which the conviction rate's like 99%. Basically, if you're in prison, like you're going jail, right? But basically, it says of the 50,000 crimes that have been committed by U.S. soldiers and their extended families, only like 300 have actually resulted in a conviction.
And that's a wound.
And they be protesting at those bases. Not that much.
And then when people don't get justice, it messes with their mental health, and it makes them not like other humans because hurt people, man.
And for the Japanese, man, it's like insult to injury, man. Not only did they dropped 2 nuclear bombs, they're in their own country doing what the fuck they want, basically.
Literally doing what they want.
That's not right, man. That's not right. You see, this is what I'm talking about. And then so the force is imbalanced, bro. And that imbalance is gonna mess everything up. When you got justice going forth, man, you shouldn't have wickedness in the first place. But then if you had a wickedness and justice is going, not only does it
That's an example.
it sets an example to try and stop the wickedness spreading, but also it's like it heals.
You can't deal with the fact that the person that did these things getting away, living life and to do what the hell they want to be still.
You're hurt, bro.
You know, you want justice.
Start beating your wife, fucking up.
But you also
the Stephen Lawrence thing, that completely broke them. The years it took for them to get so-called justice, they that whole relationship was cooked. And even after you see them sitting with each other. Even you could see that they were together when the whole thing, and you're like, rah, they came into the situation as a unit, and by the whole conclusion, they're just broken and separate, man. Like if they'd have got judgment from the first place, they probably would have been all right. Okay, well, that happened, but we could get over it. But the years they've spent trying to get justice, just exhausting, and there's going to be fighting and resentment and all these things
High
happening.
emotions, man.
And that's would have affected the other children they have and the wider family. So it's just like a poison, bro. The toxicity. Yeah, boys. People want justice, man. Justice. When you ain't get justice, it hurts, bro. Yeah.
About justice, the honesty. All right, this is Ecclesiasticus 27 in the Good News translation. It says, "And many people have sinned while looking for a profit. If you want to be rich, you have to keep blinders on your eyes. It is hard to remove a peg that is stuck between two stones of a house, and it is just as hard to remove lies from buying and selling."
Yeah, because basically, man's trying to pull, man's want to
Dishonesty.
yeah, that's what that the original way of unjust weights.
Yeah.
Because you think you're buying a kilo, you know, but man's taking a bit off the top, man. It's wickedness, man.
Why would you call it the £1 note? No, £1 coin used to have the lines on it. It's basically what people would do when it was gold and stuff, like or precious
Chip a bit
metals,
up.
they'll chip a bit.
Yeah.
Whereas the lines helped. Help you like you see it's like, bro.
Man selling you a car, and man ain't telling you everything was wrong with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, in a righteous world, you just listen, lay it all on the line and let the man make the choice, but and get to the righteous price, because you would expect that for you, and that goes back into do unto others as you would have them do unto you. You know, even the adultery thing, blood. Listen, bro, I've seen man, break down. These men are serial adulterers, you know. These men will hunt a man's gal. But let a man pop his woman, and they will be hurt the most. Oh, bro, do unto others as you will have them do unto you. And that's even in the book of Job. Job said, listen, if I've slept with any man's woman, let my woman get slept with. So you can't be going around doing things to people. Oh, niggas love robbing, man.
Niggas love robbing.
Till it's one of their boys, then it's hurt. Oh, yeah, but bro, like now you know how it feels. Yeah, just be good and do good, and the world is better that way.
They're doing good. The Lord,
That's it.
yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I
that's it, you, man.
You know,
Good leading to more good.
I saw one thing, man. It made my blood boil, man. It makes you think, how is the Lord feeling when he's seeing certain things? I forgot the main premise, but let's say he was like, oh, if you're a guy that XYZ, you deserve to have your girl stolen.
That's
Like,
crazy,
bro,
bro. Who are you?
Yeah.
demonic.
You deserve to get your head top.
Yeah, because that's what's in the law. And you do that, you're done.
that's it.
Who are you, bro?
But that's why I said, a lot of Jake won't be repenting, bro. Most likely bringing judgment for them. Because they're already interested in taking man's girl. They're not interested in knowing the
But
scriptures.
then, when it's your turn. In fact, remember what a famous one, Oh man, you remember? Is it? Oh, I want to get the artist right. I think it's Mr. Vegas. I'm sure he was Mr. Vegas, man. Yeah. He had a song, It was a bad man tune still. He goes, you should have seen the position. Me have your woman in that last night. Yeah. The tune was some heavy adultery tune. But guess what happened to him? He and then when he gave the interview, he was crying in the interview, man. His woman, bro, had a next brer coming into the yard while his youth was there, and man was dealing with her wicked stuff, and he was all CCTV because he had CCTV down, and that's how he caught it.
You wanted him to see that.
But guess what? One of his biggest songs is him singing about bragging to our next man. Yeah, you should have seen what I did to your woman. So you see it there, like, but then when it actually happened to him in real life,
That's funny. That's double hilarious because he's like, if you should have seen, and then the most I was like, you see.
Yeah, man, it's on YouTube.
You get certain man.
I'm sure, was it Mr. Vegas, man? I'm sure he will. I'm trying to get the name of the box.
It's like all these things, like Mr. Steal Your Girl with Trey Songz, isn't it? All them, man. It's like, bro, what are you bringing upon yourself, bro?
And then-
It's gonna happen.
Yeah. And then even you got these niggas with that mindset. Like if you're broke, it's fine. It's like
I should take your girl.
like, like if you're broke, bro, that's like there's niggas who be like, well, that's because you're broke. It's like, bro, being rich or poor doesn't make it right or wrong. You know what I mean? Oh, he's fighting because he has
He's
to
not
fight.
mentality, though. If I've got the power, got the means to do it, then you should do it because that's Esau's mentality. That's what he's put on our people.
Well, that took place over here. Remember Floyd? Remember when Floyd came to England?
Yeah, he got run out.
He took that Jake's girl and took her around.
Yeah,
And
that's
that.
wicked. I'm glad the nigga broke.
I'm glad, fuck that nigga, man.
That's wicked as hell, man.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, there's
And now he's fighting for his life, bro.
I was like, man, boy, that's it. I told you. You can imagine, it's Bear Man's gal. He's popped. Imagine, because you're artists, you know, it's Bear Man bragging. They love bragging. Oh yeah, man, them groupies, Bear Man's gal. These man popped. But as soon as some YN gives it to their woman the hard way, all of a sudden, Bear balling. What are you balling for? You love it. You love it. It's cold, man.
It's what you promote, blood. So
You're promoting. He was listening to your song when he was listening.
You're telling man to go do that.
Yeah.
And that happened. So it's like,
That's it. It's the actually would have been playing the song and she would have been laughing too.
but that's why you don't know we can practice it. Because we can still gonna come back to you, man.
Yeah, whatsoever man says, that's suddenly
That's right. That's right. Precept.
No, that was a he was in New York or something on 92, Hot 90. Oh, I said, look at this nigga, man. This nigga crying. And now we're meant to feel sorry for you. I don't feel sorry for you. That dude need to get murked too, but bro, I know it's Bear Man. That's why I don't feel sorry for these NBA guys. You know how many man's gal that man deal with? And they're bragging about it. So when they get what they're coming to them, I don't feel sorry for them at all, man.
Again, like, look at him. Like, you know, there was talk before, like, someone tried to pay him to, like, do a walkthrough for a club, like, I think they wanted to give him, like, 90 grand or, like, 150 grand. And he turned it down, yeah? Now he's doing, like, little events for, like, 20, still money. But like 20 grand in a bookstore and shit. You owe a lot of money, man.
And the thing is, you see all that, right. the thing them JOOs will do, they know they like hawks.
Yeah.
So there's a whole industry around, waiting for these guys to get broke. Yeah. Because once they become broke, you can now go buy their assets for pennies on the dollar. Yeah. So now man man's got a house now and it's worth like 10 million. You could squeeze him and just give him the 2 mil. But it's cash. You know what I'm saying?
It's actually, it's a big industry.
Yeah, it's a big industry. You wait for these guys to go bankrupt and they owe money. And now they're desperate for liquidity. So you could just, all them cars he's got, it's worth, okay, I'll drop you a little 100 grand for it. It's worth 500 grand, but do you need the money or not?
If the bank needs it on Thursday, and they're like, look, you ain't getting 10 by Thursday. I can give you 2
and
today.
His cousin's the bank manager. That's a lot. That's how they do. They wait for these guys and they get their assets and then take the assets and sell it to the next Negro for the full price. Same thing they do with the jewelry. When they buy these jewelries, they end up having to sell the jewelries back to get the money. And then they'll take that same jewelry, sell it to the next rapper, and then the cycle continues. It's a cycle. And man, Esau, man. But I don't feel sorry for them because when they get their money, what did Floyd do? Floyd was just floating. Oh man, I mean I don't even know how much his hometown costs. Bro, why are you on live talking about that for?
Well, it's fiscally irresponsible.
We did. It's like all the things, like there's certain things your brothers wouldn't put up on video because it's not edifying, bro. What was that? Or teach man to box, you know what I mean? It's like man's throwing money around.
Yeah, and all he did after he retired was just constantly boast about how much money he's got. Like, what an ego trip. It's like, fair enough, no one's hating, but when you're going out your way, that's all you have to offer to the people. How much money you got, man. When you go broke, when they start laughing at you, you know.
But you know what would have been better? Because Esau has this, and like, these rich Edomites where it's like they have someone in their family that is fiscally responsible that will teach the other children, members of the family, fiscal responsibility. He could have been up there, look, man, I've got all this cash. which you know,
Bro,
we
Floyd ain't no. Listen,
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Ellaby
Yeah.
and these guys who were Harvard degrees, and he trusted them.
He
Floyd
can't even
himself didn't know shit.
Is he
Floyd
can't read
just
anyway?
thought, let me trust Ellaby and Al Heyman, and they're gonna smart investments.
Say blessed to see that read it, bro.
Yeah.
Like, he can't read it.
Oh man.
Where's the fire, man?
And now he's standing with the Jewish people. How awkward he
What a
looked.
traitor.
He felt there. Yeah, I just wanted to say I supported. They'll probably pay him like $9,000 to do that.
You know, it's stingy, innit?
Yeah.
It's, Exodus 23 on sundry laws. I read it on NLT, but
You better give me that.
it says, you must not pass along false rumors. You must not cooperate with evil people by lying on the witness stand. You must not follow the crowd in doing wrong. When you are called to testify in a dispute, do not be swayed by
Yeah,
the
like
crowd.
that's a big thing in Jake culture. A nigga will murder your neighbor. Oh, you snitching.
Yeah.
Like that term applies to you. We're both in the same, you're doing the same kind of crime, and then you snitch on him to like
When you're both
get
guilty.
out of it when you're both guilty. But in terms of a innocent bystander's son gets killed. Well, remember that Jake? Remember that Jake in London? Remember that book smart Jake that no one cared about? Like he saw his boy get killed. Those are some like uni students, and then at the time, you know, he actually went to the police and said, "Yo, I saw what happened." And Jake in the ends, they killed him before he could do. They killed him before he could even speak about it.
They don't, because they don't.
But then Jake in the culture said, "Free that nigga."
Yeah,
like,
that's crazy.
You remember? It was a famous.
I don't remember that, but
It
that
was a
sounds
Jake, yeah.
wicked as hell, man. But that's because what we've allowed is what happened with the Jake community is, yes, Esau's wicked, and so it was us versus them. But then we shouldn't then have sided with miscreants.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But what's happened is the criminal element now is like the heroes, but they're not heroes because they're robbing grannies and doing madness.
I think that account you compared it at the time to the Chris Abbott thing.
Oh, okay.
It was
Well, I
like,
forgot, man. My brain's.
Why is there not an uproar?
Yeah,
about
yeah,
this
yeah.
Jake student getting killed in the end. But then it's like, you know what I mean? You know?
Yeah, but that's how it is. Because the low lives are the ones that are they're the Robin Hoods, but they're really just low lives, man, and they're just selling crack and they're killing people and robbing, man.
Well, everybody is
Robbing the hood.
Bro, you ain't safe around these dudes. Everybody knows. Listen, you can't. Even if you know one of them, you're not safe.
Like,
Hey, bro, that's a fact. Come around with your watch here, but you think you're cool because you know one of them.
Bro,
If he ain't the guy that's got the most clout, the man will still rob you, blood, and charge it. Yeah, but that was my cousin. Yo, charge it, fam.
Well, I see that. I think that happened, bro.
So you just gotta like allow these demons, man.
you know, truth be told, man, when we're out in the world, man, we're not really bothered about Esau.
It's
It's
niggas, bro.
You know, he keeps in his lane in it most of the time. But Jake, they'll violate, man.
Bro,
They'll violate.
when you know, the Lord brought us two brothers in the truth, you know, from
Oh yeah, them dudes.
bro, we was doing a video on the Sabbath day, bro. Yeah, in the park, scriptures in our hand, yeah. And you know, around that time, apostles, you know, yeah. You know, like around that time, you know, like apostles, you know, you're your first learning. Hey, fuck the two first, and then it's like, yeah, fuck the two first, but still getting understand. Bro, and I remember not long before we got robbed, I actually prayed coming in the faith, Lord, can help me understand that more? Because you know when you're new, no, my Jake, you know, like, bro, I'm being honest, you know, when you're first learning, you know, you still got that compassionate to Jake. Oh, you did. That's what I'm saying, bro. We got robbed during the video. That video never got uploaded. Bro, so we actually showed Jake the Bible. It's like, bro, like, he said, fuck the Bible. That's what he said. From that day.
That's why.
It made sense.
But that first gonna go,
Bro, yeah. He's a grimy nigga, man. And apparently it turned out, you know, other people that day, he robbed a couple people that day.
Jake can be cool, and you want to be cool with Jake, innit?
Yeah.
And then Jake are doing some crazy shit out here.
Yeah.
And if they're not fucking gangbangers, they're fucking adulterers. And it's slimy as hell.
Yeah, but
You know, and
that's
it's just it disgusts you in the spirit to be around them, really.
That's why 2/3
Gotta go.
they got to go.
Gotta go,
They're bad breed.
Yeah.
They can't be redeemed.
Yeah, they can't be redeemed, bro.
They got to be
It don't matter if the scriptures is in you to their face. Like, you open.
When did they said that?
Rob you.
So, but it's true. There's guys you ain't gonna get to, man. The spirit ain't with them, man. Yeah, they're blocked.
The fucking numbers.
And they're gonna die in the Jacob's trouble. They're gonna die in this time to come. You know, they're gonna die trying to get petrol, man.
Yeah, they're being appointed. They're being appointed unto wrath, as the scripture says.
Right, and you know the law. That's what again the scripture said. Love worketh no ill to his neighbor, and love is the keeping of the law. And these man, they don't love nobody, man. They're hateful demons, and that's a lot of our people, man and women. Hate. They just filled with hatred for each other, man, and they don't know how to do good to each other.
What kind of brought that out as well, which once again we all know is BS, but it's the that Louis Theroux thing, man, where they asked a mixed race Donny, it's like, oh, but, and he was like, bro, it's like, I don't actually care as long as I'm getting money. I don't care if I'm causing harm, you know, and that's the spirit.
Well,
that,
people, man.
Again, that's Esau's mentality, though.
That's where they're going from.
Yeah,
As long as you're getting the money to fund the lifestyle, it doesn't matter what you do or what you do to people, man, or the effect that you're having on people. Yeah, that's again.
Because we didn't like that.
Exactly.
Well, because the people, these men now, they don't have no. Well, really, like we're just seeing it more openly. People just ain't got no integrity, man.
Yeah.
You know, they ain't got no integrity. They don't think it's worth having integrity, because if having integrity doesn't make you money, you know, they'll just do that. So McDonald's will just feed you some crap. And meanwhile, the guy that's got an actual business that cares about feeding you a good burger, he don't get the push that McDonald's does. You know, you might get some old Mexican grandmother somewhere cooking up some proper tacos, but she ain't gonna get the ratings, but some nasty Taco Bell will. You know, that's how the thing goes.
Because against capitalism.
Yeah,
Ain't about righteousness, you know what I mean? Like, ain't about that.
in this world, but you see, in the world to come, man, righteousness is gonna be profitable. You know, well, it's profitable here, but the profit has to come later.
It says, do not be swayed by the crowd to twist justice, and do not slant your testimony in favor of a person just because that person is poor. If you come upon your enemies,
like again, like being poor don't make you wicked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
This way,
But you know, that actually is a doctrine.
Yeah.
That was a doctrine that they came out with in the UK, starting in the UK with the workhouses. The idea that
God is cursing them.
being poor is linked with being lazy, which is why, you know, which is linked to being wicked. Whereas the rich are rich because they work hard and they're virtuous. And that's where it comes from. So the people have that idea that if you're poor, you're lesser in terms of righteousness. So that's why these billionaires can parade around the way they are. They're seen as being better people. Just because they got rich. You know what I mean? Not knowing that they're the most ruthless, cutthroat, demonic. They're more cutthroat than the man on the roads. That's cutthroating. That's why they're above them.
I suppose in David godliness.
Yeah, because I was thinking as well though, about the precept with the penny, where it was 2 pence or whatever, where it was you had the poor woman, and she basically just that was all she got. And then it was like that was much seen greater, right? Because you see that for instance, there's a lot of like delivery drivers will always say it's like when you go and you deliver to like the hood, if you will, like you'll get a tip, right? But when you deliver to these rich Edomite places, that's in England at least, I don't know about the States, but these rich Edomite places, you won't get a tip or anything like that, man. Basically, try and be like more.
You know, take off the burger, plate.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But the point is, it's just like 30%,
it says, if you come upon your enemy's ox or donkey that has strayed away, take it back to its owner.
Yeah, look at that, man. Right. It's like, no, but because you would want that if you're, you know, you would want that yourself, wouldn't you? So then that's a righteousness, man.
You see a man,
But you see, man, in Munshap, blood, that man would take it. Listen, blood, you see them niggas, Finders keepers.
Before you
Bro,
find it,
bro,
It'll be in a
you'll
box.
be
in the
eating
pot
your
already.
goat, man.
you be like, it's sweet.
Straight back to you.
You're like, raw.
Bro, this is real, man. You listen to my uncles, they'll tell man stories. Man stole man's goat that day. My man's turned up to a party and he's eating and complimenting the goat, and it's his goat. That man stole it.
I was thinking, it'd be the best goal.
I take to it.
Yeah.
Jake
He's
can
got
take your
something
goat,
like
man.
Yeah, you won't get nothing back from the Jake
Charge
today,
it,
man. If you see a man drop his wallet and that, you know what I mean? Like Jake, well, not just Jake, the people, people, a lot of people would just take that.
Yeah. As the rule of the city is, as so all they that dwell therein.
Yeah,
But it's a more righteous thing to give, a man drop it, he didn't know, you give it back to him.
yeah,
innit?
that's right.
You know?
That's the righteous thing to do. And in the kingdom of heaven, that's gonna be what. And people can be programmed to be like that.
Yeah. Well, you got places in the world like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Japan.
You know, yeah. It's like there was a story. I think it was out of Japan. It was like one of the workers. I think they were cooked in it, so they just left mid shift. But basically, instead of the shop getting ransacked, like different people just took it in turn to be cashier. Like different random people just took it in turn to be cashier.
Yeah, but that shows you different mentality.
Yeah, exactly.
Different mentality, and it starts from being a child, man. To teaching people the right mentality of how to do things. man.
Because I was thinking about that earlier on today. It's like this Western world is cooked because it comes from the leader. And I think it was one of the Malaysian leaders, because Malaysia's got new money now, right? The Malaysian leader was like, all right, look, man, you got your money. I don't want my people driving around in their Rolls Royces. That's not who we are as a people. He was basically saying, be humble. You know what I'm saying? Be humble. You know?
Yeah,
Yes,
that's right, man.
yeah.
Don't be lost in this because the morals of the West is in the mud.
Yeah.
It's in the mud, man. Don't look to be, most people ain't gonna help you in any kind of situation. In fact, they'll pile on your ass, man.
And it's from the small hats, bro. Because they're the most, they just have the least morals of people, bro. Charge it. If I come in your house and take it, it's all right. Because if I don't take it, someone else will take it.
While the pita bread is still warm,
Pita bread's room.
and the hummus is just
Yeah.
freshly.
Charge it. I'll dip it in the hummus, so it's all right.
It's like the evacuations, man. Like, leave
Leave everything, bro. That's actually how the small hats think.
So,
They say we're gonna drop bombs on you, innit?
Yeah, so just leave.
You better leave,
Leave.
right? Because they're being
Go
Yeah, yeah.
considerate, right?
Yeah.
And then they bomb your shit up, and they just move, take
Bro,
your
so
shit.
they actually small hats do it to other small hats.
Yeah.
That's like even how they're getting strikes over in and over there, like in Palestine, Israel. Like I saw a video of a small hat going through the shit of another small hat's house. like nigga, that's not his neighbor. You can't even give him any dignity.
Yeah.
Your fucking neighbor's dead. You're going through his shit. Small hats, bro. That's mice, bro. That's Amalek, bro.
That is literally like a raccoon, bro.
You know what I mean? It's that picture with their hands.
Just rubbing their hands.
Rubbing their hands.
Floating, bro.
That's fucking Amalek.
Hey, the love of money is the root of all evil, man.
Yeah.
You gotta love the Lord.
Don't do that.
The Bible says you gotta love the Lord with all thine heart and love thy brother. On these two things, hand the whole of the Lord, man. But this world is just love money, man. That's it. Love yourself and love money, man. Satan, man.
If you see that the donkey of someone who hates you has collapsed under its load, do not walk by. Instead, stop and help.
And that's called integrity. You can have a little, you can have a disagreement with someone and not like them, but still hold on to basic rules of humanity. Bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
This is what goes into rules. See how it tries to speak that love thy enemy. This is what he's really speaking about.
Yeah, that's what
Keeping the law to your brother, because it's your duty as a fellow brother to do these things. Just because you hate him, don't mean you can be evil to him.
Break the law.
Or pop his wife, like my man said. Like, remember the ISUPK guy?
Oh,
No, we're supposed to be keeping the law.
Yeah.
Right? So regardless if you're your enemy or not, like you had a feud, you had an agreement or whatever. You know, you done some shoddy work in your house. I don't know, whatever reason you got an issue with the brother, right? You can't do evil to him.
Still got to keep the law, bro.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
In a lawsuit, you must not deny.
And it's like that creates a better environment around the people because you know everybody's on that same wavelength.
It's better.
You know, you haven't got to worry about niggas being, being
Bro,
niggerish.
it's-
Bro, you know what I mean? Like,
that's why the scripture says the sin ends up turning and becoming like a rod for your own back. Because you know what I'm saying, it turns back on you. It's in Jeremiah, isn't it? Jeremiah, I think Jeremiah the 3rd chapter or something like that. Well, that's basically what it means. That eventually that wicked. That's why the ghetto's messed up. Never ending blood feuds. Yeah, and then you don't want to be in it no more because you don't because it's just tit for tat and all this madness and you can't. As soon as you leave yard, someone's robbed you after you just come from robbing someone else. It's just madness, bro. No, it's better when it's lawful. It just is.
Yeah, I mean it's off, but I remember when I was in the world, man. I remember when I was a kid in the world, like there was a white boy took his phone, right, and then my cousin months later took the phone off me, and I tried to get it back. I never got it back, bro.
That's crazy.
I was like,
What's
charge it when I got.
so that shit
That's it, bro.
Yeah, you don't want to live in a neighborhood where these things are going like that, man. Like you can't leave your bike outside.
Yeah.
I must have had about 5 bikes stolen, man.
Niggas.
had a couple bites.
It was a nigga, bro. It's always one. It's a nigga, bro. And then sometimes you actually bump into him, and you know in the eyes is him.
Like, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes
Prove it. Like,
man's been pressured, blood, man.
Yeah,
You know them
happens.
ones that, yo, fam, let me borrow your bike.
shit.
Like, no, let me borrow your bike. I'll bring it back. And I never saw that bike again, blood. I was like, oh, it's easy. Charge it.
But these things though, they happen to us though, right? Because it's meant to teach. Because the Lord's trying to teach us something, innit? Right? Because when you took the phone, and your cousin took it back over, he's like, that's when you're meant to realize, oh shit, man. This is like
I
kinda
should have
fucked up,
done that
innit?
shit, man.
But Jake is hard of learning. Jake is
Yeah.
hard headed. Because all these things that happen to them, and they still won't.
It always come back.
You
You the wickedness is it's sweet when it's going the other way, isn't it? But when it comes back the other way, like I said, you end up like Mr. Vegas, blood. It ain't sweet no more, innit, man? So the CCTV.
Man started making sad songs.
My girl, I left me and gone. Just wanna
That's what I just
know.
sunshine. Yeah, man, that was hurt, bro. That's how it goes.
In a lawsuit, you must not deny justice to the poor. Be sure never to charge.
Which that's this world, man. The amount of people that have got off on wickedness because they had better lawyers.
Yeah.
All the fun.
The funds,
The court.
Yeah. Because that's what would you call it? Certain lawsuits, like the one from Teflon, right? DuPont family, where it was just like, and let's be real, the DuPonts, they knew that.
It's endless fight. Yeah, from the
Yeah.
40s, they fucking knew that non-stick shit was done.
Yeah, but
They just charged it.
but
Let them off.
and the thing is, they know, but they knew in that if anyone wants to take us to court,
Yeah.
we'll just
Long you out.
they'll
Yeah.
just kill you with legal fees.
Yeah.
And that's not supposed to be the case.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, that man are just on Epstein Island, bro.
Yeah, well, it's like the Catholic Church. They have a fund to do payouts. It's just
That's
it's
bad.
a pot of money. Yeah, here you go.
Just in case
Charge it.
someone gets back.
It's mad. Somebody have been
Blanket.
dead over that bomb.
Yeah.
Like, bro,
You know what
that's
it's
a
like?
filthy, disgusting story, man. You know, molesting a youth, has fucked that person up for the rest of their life, bro. Like, do you know what I mean?
They become broke people.
You have to get like dealt with for that, blood. And the fact that man's want to pay you off, and then let the guy go somewhere else to continue his reign of terror. That's nasty, bro.
It's mad.
That shit, bro. That shit will make you want to beat someone to death. If you know what I mean. Like, imagine like you'd feel a culpability. Imagine if you're like the archbishop and one of your priests has done that, bro. Man might just deal with him right there. Like,
Bring that to ancient times, blood, and just
like you've just
Just goes wrong.
disrespected the whole thing, bro. Like, what's a heinous crime, bro?
Or like what even like my man, the chief dome. When we found out he had to be we were like, nah, you out of here. Like we did, like, obviously he was out of here before that, but it was like, yo, like
it's a shame.
it's a shame on. It's like, bruh, you know.
But I was gonna say, man, because that's like unto when the Israelites, man, they were doing so much wickedness, they had the sacrifice really waiting, and the law were respecting it because they weren't doing too much. So these men are not doing any different. You know, these men are not Israelites. They know they're in wickedness, bro.
Yeah, they're calculating the costs And if the cost doesn't take away the wealth, then they just charge it.
Mhm.
You know?
Wickedness, you know? This is back in Exodus 23:6, what the brother was reading. In a lawsuit, you must not deny justice to the poor. Be sure to never charge anyone falsely with evil. Never sentence an innocent or blameless person to death. Like, even that's something that happens in this kingdom. They'll have the fucking evidence that the guy didn't do it.
Yeah,
And just,
they don't want to turn it back, innit? Yeah, that happens all the time.
Yeah.
They don't want to overturn it because they'll look bad.
Yeah.
They
Or,
just charge it.
yeah.
It's like,
Or a dude who come out of jail serving like 46 years for like petty crimes, like he stole from the cash register once, and then he did this a couple times, and then he's got life.
yeah, that's that three
Yeah.
strikes rule. That was from wasn't it Biden? Yeah, Biden and Bill Clinton,
Yeah.
who was the first black president.
Yeah, exactly.
It's crazy.
Jake. But then there's a pedophile. He just
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's
And
the-
these men are just like,
bro, like I don't know how.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, there's a like I don't get it. Why is it that when it comes to pedophilia, the scope of sentencing is just not? It's just like the nigga talking about his mental health and shit. Get like a 2-year sentence for pedophilia.
and they get protected when
They
they
get
go into
protected.
jail. They'll make sure
What-
they don't go into
Yeah.
general.
Well, they found out that the small hats, they got a system to help pedophile small hats
Go back to
go back
Israel.
to Israel.
I think Cole Tucker was
Yeah.
like that. wasn't
Yeah, because bare man have done little white collar crime and they get they don't put you in protection. So it's like you do some little bullshit crime, you could end up, going into prison with real hardened criminals. Yeah. And next thing you know, you're getting passed around or you're getting
They don't belong there.
you're getting extorted, right? Meanwhile, the pedophile off the bat,
He's safe.
he's
Separate
getting put
place,
into a
yeah.
separate section.
Like his,
man.
Protection.
this shit's
And
clean.
my man's over there, like, yo, protect me.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like the PDF file has never had to do a push up to get wham to
Yeah, yeah.
protect.
You don't know that, like,
He's just like on a calm wing.
comfy, bro.
Yeah.
He's
chilling.
just square meals
Yeah.
and bangs his head against the wall a couple of times, and that's it.
There was a case in the States, just it's going through the courts right now. And like you said, mental health. Basically, the guy, he took the 7-year-old,
Yeah.
right, put him back of his FedEx truck.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw that. You don't mind, innit?
The usual suspect.
Oh man, I hate when I see stuff like that. Yeah, I watch a lot of things when I don't know, bro. Man might just execute man when I find him, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know. Some of them are. I remember there was one dude. It was a Jake as well, but
Yeah.
he kidnapped a girl. It was a black girl he kidnapped just from outside of her apartment. And when they broke in and found a little girl, she was kind of like just in the corner with blood like down her leg and that. Yeah, and I saw that because I probably would just kill the guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you know them ones
Charge
like charge it,
Just take him
like
out.
charge it, like you know what I mean, like just kill him.
Blue wall of silence.
Done.
Exactly.
It was because he was a little girl,
Yeah,
but she was like a toddler
Yeah.
type thing, but like a little thing, and there was blood on them, blood on the bed, and you can hear the police like, yeah, there's blood here and that, and they had to be professional and arrest them.
Take
Oh, now they want to be professional.
No, but they're always like that.
That's the
No,
one. where
sometimes they're quick to act.
all-
So they should have just
In a,
been
in a
like,
situation like that, I get it because if they do any kind of,
Yeah, he gets
he'll
off.
get,
He
he'll
gets
get,
off.
he'll get off.
Yeah.
That's why
No,
they do
but that's
that.
How?
but it's Esau's.
Because that's the way the system works.
Yeah.
So it's like a lot of times if you watch these police programs, you ask yourself, why are the police being so nice? Or because if they come and just grab you and do something stupid, you could bust case off that. When they take you to court, they'll-
hasn't negate.
Wait,
he's
done.
done.
because
I don't understand.
because the process you've done to arrest him is not right, and it could potentially throw the whole case out because you've not followed the right procedures, and that's happened.
Yeah.
So that's why in certain high profile things like that, the police will make sure that they'll take care of you because they don't want your lawyer to turn up and go, well, in the camera you did this and you did that weren't right, yeah, blah blah blah, and then they'll throw the whole case out, and all the evidence you found in the room, they'll be like, yeah, you got to throw it all out. It's none of it's permissible.
Because Esau's system is fucked up, man.
But me, I'd charge it.
Yeah.
man.
I'm taking him to the
Bro, I got emotional
To the high
watching it.
room.
I'm like, nah,
To the high
man,
room.
kid really kidnapped her. And he's a guy that was already arrested and got released for the same shit. Yeah, me. So it's like, them man,
And that's what I'm saying. Like niggas in the hood would know that, and they just
He's just around.
But they won't put this guy on death row or
Yeah.
nothing like that.
Yeah.
It's just mad.
you should have got
But then,
knocked off.
like a nurse going to work will get robbed.
Yeah.
But that guy can go jail and come out, and no one says nothing.
He should have been. Nah, that was emotional.
Fucking Billy Kincaid, blood. Like, he can't be let loose. You know what I mean? Like,
On
all these coverage.
on the law thing, because it's like the evil justice system. I remember hearing one story where basically the long and short of it is the chick had a new lawyer, right, who didn't know the right lingo about how to submit evidence, right? You have to say it in a certain way, and there was basically evidence. Yeah, there was evidence that the other party had committed a crime, according to this world standards, right? But because she couldn't say it in the right way of "I have new evidence," it was like, no, can't be used, and then that was it. It's like it's there.
Yeah, it's real. That's why the actual work of being a detective, you have to be on point. Because if you make certain mistakes in building your case, bro, that's how Cartel got off. Cartel got off on a technicality. He was guilty. Cartel got off because and let someone try to pay off a juror to rule for not guilty. And when that happened, it should have just went to retrial. But the judge said, okay, we'll just charge it because they tried to do a not guilty. We'll just get rid of that person and just run the trial anyway because it's fine. And then when they ended up going through the whole case and he's fucking guilty, when they appealed to the America, they basically said, well, it's a mistrial because there was interference with the jury. And then, so now the question is, do you now go back and do the whole trial again for years or charge it? And they just charged it. And that's how Cartel got released. But keep it.
Celebrating.
That's a cheat code. Because basically it was him. He's trying to pay off the jury. Because it was the guy was convincing other juries to do a not guilty.
Yeah.
So the judge should have at that point just said, fuck it, retrial now. But they went through the whole trial, and then once he appealed to England, because he's obviously a Mason, he bust case off that, man. Yeah, there's a lot of things. Bro,
That's him, bro.
yeah, and then the niggas is free Cartel, like.
Bro, niggas will celebrate like he's a freedom fighter. That's why he looks like that. Have you seen him? He looks like a snail. Like a slug. Like.
Bro, even in the law, right? Public beatings would change everything, you know that? See, a lot of these youths, yeah, that's out here doing madness, yeah, it's cool, but you know, there's nothing worse than getting beaten publicly.
But that was one of the fears we had growing up.
Bro,
One of your aunties.
that's worse. Bro, nothing was worse than getting beat in front of your friends. You're crying and shit. So imagine all these bad boys here, if in the local town square, instead of them just getting sent to Feltham or having a little asthma, is part of their thing was, once you've done what you've done, we're going to take you to the local town square and you're going to get a public lashing. Bro, the embarrassment of that, man will say, I ain't doing nothing, but I'm behaving on the end.
What did these call that? Oh, those countries are barbaric.
No, bro, public meetings is probably one of the best things.
Yeah, I've seen it, bro. I told you the story, man, when I was in Ghana, man. This is when I was a kid. My aunt's phone got stolen by a guy who, fixes sandals and slippers. He stole her phone, yeah. And like a month later, we saw him in a whole nother part, and they shouted in our language, "Thief, thief, thief!" Bro, I like 19 strong-willed men, like planks of wood, and beat the nigga to the inch of his life, bro. Like so. You know what I mean?
I remember lashings is accurate because enough of these youths they wouldn't go back to the life of Asmoism if they were getting like 10 and they were crying as well. Imagine big bro, that man think are cool and they're there crying like now I was like, oh, they're not cool. You're not cool when you start crying in public, like, you know what I mean?
I have the precept. This is Deuteronomy, the 21st chapter, verse 18, the NLT. It says, suppose a man has a stubborn and rebellious son who will not obey his father or mother, even though they discipline him. Right? So we've seen things like that. They confirm the beats. That's a bad breed, man.
And they exist. Man's feeling that, but there's man that beatings don't work on.
They don't work on, bro.
Aldo. When I was growing up, one of the youths, because
Damien,
his name was Aldo, but he had because my grandmother actually ran the boys' home, so all the bad youths would come, but most of them fixed up. They're all nice electricians and now, but him, he was with my aunt, bro, and this guy used to get beat. When I say beat, yeah, man had only little jobs to do, like feed the goat, you know, do that, and he would take the food and just dash it somewhere. Yeah, like, and then my aunt Minnie, man, she would be like, you'd be like, hold on, you feed the goat, and he'd be like, yes, happening. Yeah, and it's like, you did it, bro. Like she'll go and find food, like, dash, yeah. He would get beat, blood. Bro, me and my cousin, yeah, all you hear is, bro, man will get beat, yeah. He used to constantly run away.
Yeah.
Man would have to go in the bush, find him, yeah, and then, bro, this guy used to lie, yeah, like, you know when you was there,
Pathological life.
and then
Yeah.
he's explaining what happened, and you're believing him, but you was there, because that's how much of a lie he was. And I remember my aunt was like, okay, no, I just can't look out, because you beat him and beat him and beat him, do the same things over and over again. Said she gave him back, yeah. I remember when we come to England, like he wanted to come in it. He was like, can I stay with you and all that? And my aunt was like, no, but I'll pick you up from the thing in it, all that. Bro, when I met this dude, this is years later. Yeah, bro, man was top. Yeah, you know what it was, yeah? I'm like, Aldo is like, yeah, man. Bro, the bread was like, the bread was tonk, yeah. Then he went to Birmingham, bad boy.
Yeah.
West Midlands most wanted. Damn. Yeah, man. He was wanted for armed robbery, kidnap, torture.
Damn.
Yeah, but Aldo is what we're talking about.
Yeah.
He's the quintessential bad breed that should have been wiped out from a long time, because no amount of beating, because trust me, my aunt Millie, she weren't no, this brother, no, listen, my aunt Millie had calves like a fucking rugby player, blood. When she winded up that belt, yeah, yo, she was a unit, blood. Yo, she was, bro, nothing worked. The guy just got tonk. And then, yeah, so that's what we're talking about. It ain't talking about just some normal youth, that, because kids might do something wrong.
Folly set in the heart of a child.
Yeah, you's gonna do something wrong, but you got certain man that no matter what you do with them, they're a wrongin', innit? We know them. We've been around these guys. They're wrongins, man. There's no boot camp for them. It ain't gonna work, mate.
So I think that scripture about you got a son that's just
That's what you
lazy.
mean.
Oh, it's like
That's what I was just bringing out that account that Aldo. I met one of them. I grew up with him. Aldo was one of them kids, and he only got worse. He went from dashing away the goat food and flipping, running away, and maybe breaking into people's houses, to armed robbery and fucking torture. Yeah, because he's gonna go up the criminal ladder, isn't it? So where you cut him off from early, black?
Yeah.
Go on,
It says,
Because no, but on that though, because then that meant someone didn't have to get taught. That means someone didn't. Because I remember someone saying, I remember someone saying there's something about your house being broken into, that you're just never the same again. Because because your house is supposed to be like a sanctuary, and then now someone has
safe.
like they violated your house basically. You know.
it says, in such a case, the father and mother must take the son to the elders as they hold court at the town gate. The parents must say to the elders, "This son of ours is a stubborn and rebellious and refuses to obey. He's a glutton and a drunkard. Then all of the men of his town must stone him to death. In this way you purge evil from among you, and all Israel will hear about it and be afraid."
So that he's going to do more wickedness, more evil, and people are going to latch onto him and be with him and do more wickedness and more evil. Right. So an individual like that needs to be gotten early.
Yeah, that's him.
You know?
Yeah, that's the youth. I was just looking for him. That's him. Yeah, Aldo, man. Yeah, he was on madness, bro. But I don't know where he's probably in Belmarsh now for life.
See something on company house, think he's got business.
No way. Actually, maybe, hey, you never know. Maybe the spirit overturned him. I don't know. I might see him when he say Shalom. I don't know. But he was definitely a bad breed, man. He was on some madness. Yeah.
But you know, it's that you know what I mean, example. You know what I mean? It's important. So that's why there ain't gonna be no YNs in the kingdom.
Oh no, no.
There ain't gonna be no YNs in the kingdom. Man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Shit, man.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same reason why
Oh,
Esau.
well, it's a rapper and juice and some music entertainment thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah, but it's the same, you know, it's the same kind of mentality why Esau's not going to be around in the kingdom. Because he is that bad breed of the earth.
Yeah, you
And
can't
he's
do right.
rebellious and he can't do right.
Yeah,
You know? And so the Most High, what he going to do? He going to make sure he don't come back.
that's it.
You know, to make sure evil doesn't, you know, propagate amongst the heathen. Because we ain't got to worry about Esau. He's ain't never going to corrupt us and the madness that he's been on. But he might get to the heathen. And he's probably, you know. So we're going to use him for what he's there for, to serve his judgment and build our kingdom back up for 1,000 years. But after that, we don't need him. No one needs him. Nobody needs him. Who wants him? Right? And the Most High going to get rid of him.
There's loads of other nations that's going to be here in our ecosystem.
They're going to be more compliant.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because Esau's not compliant.
Hey, listen, he's gonna be compliant. But that's part of his punishment.
Yeah.
He has to be because being on earth is ultimately a gift. Remember, earth is a paradise, man. Yeah, man, abuse it, but earth is actually it's the spot. You know what I mean? Like the Lord literally created a spot that's designed for us to live and enjoy and see so many things, man. You got summer, winter, spring, everything, man. You get me?
The stars in the sky.
Stars. Yeah, you got everything, bro. The earth has so much to behold and so much to wonder, and it's all here. And these men had a part in it. Think of it. The Lord's given everyone a part. That's for you in the ecosystem. There's your land. Enjoy. And Esau had a land. Now he's gonna have no land. He's gonna be on the outside. Like everyone else is in the club. It's like when all your brethren is in the club and you on the outside because you were too drunk or something, man. Or you didn't have your ID. It's peak for you. You just outside. I'm safe, bro. Everyone's inside. You know what I mean? Holding off one wicked wine, and you're outside hurt because you forgot your ID, man. So that's part of his punishment. That's Cain. You're gonna be taken out of the earth. You know, you're gonna be cut off from paradise, man, completely. You ain't ever gonna feel no pleasures that come with the earth, man. You know what I mean? Because the earth has got many pleasures, man.
No friends. You know what I mean? Like in the kingdom, man. Fucking Esau's every nation's gonna be like, nope, fuck you, bro. Like, you know how everyone here esteems him and looks up to him?
Oh yeah, no respect, nothing. No, that's crazy.
Esau the leprous plague. You know what I mean? Stay away from you, like, no,
You're cursing. That's gonna be, man. All the time.
We're trying to be throwing rocks.
Yeah, right. He's pompous and arrogant, and his arrogance is going to be shown, man. Right now, all that pomp and arrogance he has here, when the Lord finished working his work, man, Esau's going to look like what he really is, the little retarded warmonger, man, that didn't really know what he was really about or what he was meant to be doing.
Isaiah 14 and a little
Just
bit.
Donald Trump. That's the best thing you ever had. The best thing you had was Donald Trump.
I've seen that dude dance, bro.
They all do the same dance,
Like,
bro.
about to have a Season.
It's doing the same dance.
Yeah,
bro.
his son's like
So it's like,
6'7", and you know he can't move.
His son looks like a mannequin.
Like
bro.
Lurch.
He's like, nigga like 9 foot and he's weird. Like
Yeah.
So the nigga
his
can't
body
even touch the
proportions
rim,
off,
bro.
man. Like he's spliced with genes of an ape.
No, you know he gets down to some wickedness, man.
and we know
Hey, Yeah, but he's got that real. For me, he's got that real Joffrey spirit on
Bro,
him, man.
his son looks like a nightmare. Like
Yeah.
you know, he probably he said goes 360, man. That nigga crazy, bro. You seen that nigga, bro? It's a lot of blood, bro. That nigga's scary, bro. You know, it's in a nightmare.
Just all for nothing.
Yeah, bro. It's weird.
Isaiah 14. I'm gonna start from 12. All of it's good.
Yeah,
I'll start from 12. It says, "How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nation?
Yeah, and I was just watching. I got to send you brothers a video. I found where he was breaking down how they keep these third world and developing countries in the state of being third world and developing. It's all by design.
Yeah.
It's not happening by accident. The system is designed to. They designed a system that keeps the first world countries the first world countries. And if you follow the guy broke down that if you follow the economic rules they set, that they tell you, you will always be in all the people who managed to get themselves up or out of the third world status broke the rules, meaning they put tariffs on, they protected their industries, and all the things that Esau tells you shouldn't do, they did, and that's how they managed to get a leg up, because it's a racket, you know.
So the thing, as we keep saying, it's like if those nations stop being third world, Esau couldn't go and exploit them.
There you go.
You know.
So he weakens the nations, man. Comes in and pushes all this depravity among them too. That's because that does weaken you. It weakens your family structure. It weakens everything, man. You become lesser men through the MTV syndrome.
The China opium wars showed us that.
Yeah. The drugs just messes you up, man. Creates a bunch of untrustworthy. You can't trust an addict. Addict can sell his own. Well, we've seen it. Sell their children, sell their own mother out, sell their son out, everything just for the crack.
This is how art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations. But thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars. I will sit also upon the mountain of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
Right. So they really think that through their witchcraft and their technology that they could become like gods on the earth. And they show you that in various movies. Even if you watch I'm not a gamer. Certain brothers is gamers, so they know better than me. But the game Resident Evil, the whole auspices of that game is the elite are creating these viruses, not only to wipe out the majority of mankind, but to turn themselves into gods. So I believe Whisker was specially created through the virus, to become a god. And he ended up killing the guy that helped make him. But that's like part of the whole idea of the elites becoming gods is built into the Resident Evil series. They're using technology and, biochemistry to turn themselves into something better than a human. And he's saying, I don't know if you've seen the movies of Whisker's got all, the fight. You play Resident Evil?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, see? I thought he was gonna back me up. But yeah, you could go on it, and there's clips from the game where the guys goes, I will be a god, and all these things. And it's not the only one. They think that they can use the technology, the witchcraft, the biomechanical science, turn themselves into gods among men. But it ain't gonna work, man. The only gods that's gonna be among men is the Israelites, man. All right, you ain't gonna be no god. You're just gonna be like a pale monkey, and that's all you are.
Fucking bunch of what's that Lord of the Rings character? Golems.
Golems, hobbits,
Yep.
freaky hobbits, man.
That's it. Verse 14. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
Right, they want to be like the Most High, so they think they should own everything. They think through their technology they can know everything. They think through their technology they can have the power of prophecy and prediction, because that's what the algorithm's all about. They are, to be able to push something in the algorithm and make something happen. They think they'll be able to have that power.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's when what the elders breaking down is basically when you actually look into some of the experiments and things that Esau does. Esau is trying to be like the Most High, and like brings that example. Esau knows, because I think it was It was Facebook. I think it was one of them. Meta Group basically got done because what they will do is like a woman will see something that was negative about beauty, and immediately the ad afterwards was a beauty, and they were doing that purposely. So it's like, oh, you now feel bad about yourself, buy this product, right? And that's Esau for you. But then it goes deeper than that, because they're able to kind of determine when a riot is going to happen, right? Because of the things that are on people's feet or created. That was Cambridge Analytica, right? Remember that whole scandal where it was like they worked out, okay, if we show people X, Y, and Z, that they're gonna have this, that, and that response, which is what we're seeing with all of these Baconites complaining about immigration and racism.
Oh, that's all Twitter.
Yeah,
That's
Twitter,
a psyop on Twitter, man.
you know. And the thing is, the whole establishment is all about it, because anyone that has been, like, for instance, you get Edomites that will like marry someone from abroad, and they got to bring them over, right? You're telling me none of them could be interviewed to be like, bro, you can't just bring your wife to the UK. It's gonna cost you, like, over the process, it's gonna cost you like 10 grand, and you're a British citizen, and it'll cost you over the process to bring your wife over 10 grand. It's a lot of money, a lot of time. The thing is, they always move the goalposts. So although, let's say in today's figure it's 10 grand, by the time you finish the application, it may be 15 grand, because they're constantly putting up the prices. For real. I paid for this pussy.
Man, bring them over and start doing domestic violence. The more money man pay, man, the more resentful man.
No, for real. Right? And then as well, just everything about the immigration system, when you look into it, it's all about money. What one cat I used to work with, he's about to change his visa, right? To from being a visa to get what's referred to in England as indefinite leave, i.e. you can stay here forever, right? It's gonna cost them £4,000. But all I said, I was like, bro, you're a single man. You had a family, you're cooked. Wife and 2 children, that's 20 grand.
Man, I gotta go back. I gotta get with Becky, man.
My uncle God, he brought his family over the legal way, bro.
Uh,
He killed himself for overtime, bro. Like,
uh,
he was, bro. He did so much overtime. He took holiday off his shift. to do overtime. And the work was like, how can you do that? Like, imagine he's supposed to be the morning shift. He took holiday for the morning shift to do the night shift.
That's crazy. Then your son just starts drilling, man.
Bro,
yeah.
see him on the truck sometimes, just
Cool.
blinking and
Right.
right and shit.
Yeah, man, I hear it, bro. I hear it. I'm trying to get to the promised land.
Yeah. But the point I'm making is they know what it actually is when it comes to immigration. It ain't as rosy as Esau rather Twitter will have you believe. But the algorithm is pushing that for the purpose of a narrative. Because Esau's like, yeah, if I showed, he knows that they're low IQ.
Yeah, yeah. It's well, and you know what you find as well is happening now? They'll have where they'll post a video and the caption isn't what the video actually is, but everyone's reacting to it. Like there was one today, someone posted a video that basically said that police officer shot his partner that he was having a relationship with in the process of an arrest and made it. And then, but when you watch the video, you could quite clearly see when he kicked in the door, there was someone else that he dived from, and that's who shot her. And then, like, but the headline was all people needed. There's, oh, that's why you shouldn't have that. And it's like, bro, but just watch the video. What the caption says isn't what's in the video. The caption's a lie. And more and more that's happening on the internet where people are actually checking out what's being posted. They're just going by the caption and then going straight to the comments and just you know, it's like, bro, that's quite crazy when you think about it, man. Because you don't even need to lie properly now. The video
That's not reasonable. So
But that's been what he's been building though. He's cooked people's attention span so much that they're not even going to bother watching it all. It might be a 30-second clip, but that's one of the reasons. What was it? TikTok is getting sued right now. TikTok and
I don't know.
the addictive thing.
Yeah, addictive. Yeah, because it's
Some
just
young girl.
and you see people use it. They don't even finish the whole clip.
Oh. Yeah, bro, it's actually doom scroll. You cannot, like, at least on certain sites. Well, depending on how much followers you got, but like, or pages you follow, you get to a stage you can't even scroll no more. But TikTok brings up someone new.
And people won't even do follow-up research. Fucking hell. People won't do follow-up research. They'll just take whatever that caption says as being for what it is. Like there's bare fake stories and fake shit.
There was one it's called Dr. K or something like that. I think it's probably one of them long Elam names. And he was basically he was talking about the whole male loneliness epidemic, innit? And then they basically cut the video to make him seem like he's saying, yeah, just go out and take it. But when you watch literally like 10 more seconds. When you watch 10 more seconds, it's like, nah, he's actually saying, oh, nah, you can't just go out and take it. But the way they chop videos up nowadays, right? And everyone's trying to jump on a rage thing because everyone understands
And in the
rage
comments
sells.
is a war.
Everyone's
Yeah.
debating.
It's mad, isn't it? It's mad.
So it says, verse 15, yet thou shalt be brought down to hell to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble?
Yeah, all these Edomites that have these titles and positions of power, every single last one of them are going to lose their authority in their position. Whether you're a general, or whether you're a
Richest man
lieutenant
on the
or the
earth.
richest man or his chief executive of pedophilia or whatever the hell you man are doing, yeah. Every single Edomite's going to go down to the same position. And that's a sorry ass humanoid in a pit, blood. With no future. You know them ones, blood.
You call yourself king.
Yeah, we was kangs, blood. You're just gonna be a sorry individual at the mercy of some angry melanated apes. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be at the mercy of some men that hate you, that don't have no compassion or empathy towards you, man.
Because
And that's a sad place.
Because like I keep telling you, man, you've gone around and fucked with everybody, man.
Everyone.
No one fucking likes you. I'm
And
gonna
when-
make that very clear in the
And
kingdom.
when man say pit, man mean pit. blood.
I would say if we had an AA meeting with one representative of every nation. Hi, I'm Ham. You know, I just wanted to say I've been bucked over by Esau. Hi, I'm Moab. You know, this what happened to us.
Victims.
Yeah, bro.
That was a victim.
Yeah,
So you're not gonna have the hell really represents no comfort.
no comfort, bro.
There's no comfort. So you're not gonna be living, there's no luxury no more. You're just gonna have clothing. The clothing's not gonna be comfortable, it's gonna be sackcloth clothing.
Yeah,
The Lord spoke about you drinking the dregs.
The dregs, bro.
Bitterness, man.
I mean, forget about just what Jacob's gonna do to Esau and Amalek, right? But it's imagine like all of them Ishmaelites that they've been like taking the piss out of. When you still Mohammeds.
They all feel the same way.
Yeah.
Because you've dehumanized everybody.
Yeah.
You talk about everyone's a fucking animal and a savage. But you look at you now.
It's gonna be sad, man. It's gonna be sad for you, obviously.
Yeah.
It's gonna be sad because as a human being, nobody wants to be put down to the sides of the pits. We all have hopes and dreams and aspirations. And when they all get dashed. Yeah, because when you're in a pit, man, and you're in a bad situation, there's guys with machetes, bro, that's a bad situation, bro. It's bare anxiety, bro. Huh?
We're not getting that.
Yeah.
No way.
Bro, it's bare anxiety, you know.
And Jesus.
That's what I'm saying. There's no one coming to save you. It's gonna be peak, and the fall is gonna be so great, and in a short space of time. Because a year earlier, you could have just been in your condo, bro, like chilling, thinking about booking holidays.
Like yesterday, you remember what Silk Underwear felt like?
Today, now it's peak, man. This guy's up there talking Hebrew, and now you gotta work.
And then you look at the past, waiting for the sun to go down.
That first strike from a whip, yeah, it's gonna be different, bro.
Have you seen? Remember that video I sent you the other day? It was like some dumb Jake. They actually want to test out our whip film. Nigga got one lash. Nigga ran up the stairs, ran downstairs. He took off his shirt.
No. You see,
Wouldn't that
on the island, yeah, they got a thing called the bull bud, yeah. It's like the bull bud. Bro, man have been known to run to the beach, blood. Know them ones, blood, just to get water, blood. And it's a stinger, bro.
Yeah, because you know the damn spinal cord is sends shock.
Bro, it's worse than a gunshot.
Yeah. Bro. Yeah,
It's like, I remember that is literally that little tip of it breaking the speed barrier.
it does, yeah.
Yeah, on the
Sound
top of
barrier,
it.
Like, you see that shit break.
So imagine the anxiety that you don't even know when that might come at you, bro.
Yeah,
That's anxiety.
they're shocked.
Yeah.
Definitely wake you up, though.
Yeah.
The adrenaline rush would be
Yeah,
crazy.
Shut.
And then, really there's no rest because even on the Sabbath day, if you leave it alone, they'll be licking your wounds, getting plagued by demons.
And it's gonna stink because that's what they did to us. Like they show you in that movie, 12 Years a Slave. That's why the scriptures speak instead of a sweet smell of stink. Because when you're obviously in your comforts, everything's your own way. So you bathe when you want to bathe, you got your nice soaps, you go. When you're in slavery, bro, man ain't providing for your what's it called?
You know what it is on that, because that's actually a deep point. I never looked at it like that, because you know when you go past certain homeless people, they've just got a stench about them. And sometimes it's because of rotting flesh, because it's like they may have like had lesions or stuff like that that just haven't healed. So it's like, or imagine that you would have had Jakes that had been whipped up or whatever, what have you.
Oh, you ain't got no. Listen, your slaves don't need to have the comforts of life, like that we enjoy. Just basic, like deodorant and perfume. What would you need a perfume for as a slave?
You'll be sweating, bro.
You just got hard, hard man, hard black. You've been working for a while, and it just
you don't need hand cream. You don't have rough hands. You'll be doing work.
And the women smell like that too.
Yeah, you seen it.
Because guess what?
Elam boy.
Yeah. So that's how these Edomites are gonna be. When we have them out there working, they're not gonna be having no rose water baths and all this shit, brother. You're just gonna be in a pit. You're gonna go to work. You get some water, might just wash yourself off, but you're gonna stink. You're gonna stink, man.
It's all right.
You know them slave. Imagine what them slave shit smell like.
Yeah.
Them man weren't living like that. Them man weren't living in stench like that. But when you got put on that slave shit, you had to.
Especially
piss and shit.
It was packed.
Yeah.
It was packed in layers. So the person above you might be like a lady on a period. Then the dude with
diarrhea, vomiting,
the blood dripped through,
but then
and the vomit
decomposed
the body.
And they weren't used to that.
Yeah,
that's hell.
Yeah,
that is actually
hell.
That's hell.
You weren't used to that.
And you didn't know how long you was gonna be there.
Edomites are gonna have to get used to the same shit,
and it will be a physical. Imagine that. Remember,
be a stench, bro.
Like a Mortis and
1,000 yards.
They're all bloated and shit.
Oh, because I was gonna say when
bodies swells up and then release the organs.
When someone dies, it's like because basically it's like the fact that you're alive, that certain thing, your feces and stuff stays in your body. As soon as you die,
your bowels release. And then
so all that nastiness they're gonna have to get used to it. We won't, because we're not gonna be around it. But you're gonna have to get, and that's part of hell. That's part of what hell. You have to smell it too. You have to feel it. You have to smell it.
Yeah.
You're gonna have back pain,
knee pain,
all of that. And like I said, the mental torture, the hopelessness, the fear, the anxiety. Do you know what I'm saying? Like knowing that no one ain't coming to save you, knowing all them things that we had to deal with, the loss of children and all these different things.
Then you could truly understand. You know, you could truly understand.
I've preset. This is Job, the 27th chapter, and the 13th verse. This is the portion of a wicked man with the Most High, and the heritage of oppressors, which they shall receive of the Almighty. If his children be multiplied, it is for the sword, and his offspring shall not be satisfied with bread.
Yeah, you're gonna witness the your family members and that getting killed, taken out, just like we had to do that. Man had to sit there and watch man torture your father or torture or whatever, your brother, or get sold. You're gonna have to deal with that too. What's that movie where man grabbed his mother? When man realized it was his mother, he's like, wait, don't kill him. He was like, witness hell. And slit man's mother's throat. Man's like, no. Yeah, you're gonna, but we had to deal with that. We had to witness hell. We had to witness with all that kind of stuff, man. And couldn't have no recourse for justice for that.
You know what I think about, which we won't do that to Esau. It's adultery. Because I think about a man being in a bed with his wife. Another man just comes, takes his wife, leaves, and then now she's looking at you like, because a woman, she looks at a man for protection. And the anger and rage you as a man would have, and she can't do anything about it.
Same with the butt breaking and rape. Yeah. Like, what the fuck do you do, bro? You're fucked. Like, your mental just messed up, bro.
Yeah, and don't forget the pedophilia. Because everyone, main thing, a man took his wife.
Yeah, they had access to all the children.
People forget this is the same nigga. the same dude that will
Epstein class.
kidnap
Yeah.
a nigga in a FedEx,
Yeah.
right? They had Jake kids to their will.
And you know, so you
Like,
mentioned that,
you know,
it's like you mentioned that FedEx thing again. And it remind one of the things that they did in the court, because they knew he was guilty, but they're just trying to decide whether he's getting executed or not. Right? Is they played the entire video of the girl in the van. Right? They played the entire video
Okay.
so that basically it's like, yo, and the reason I'm bringing up now is because we hear the tidbits of what Esau did, but in that time we're gonna know what you did. We gonna know, you know, because there's certain things that it's just like you think about it and it's just,
bro, which is why we have to be changed.
yeah,
Because if we saw what happened to us, that's why there's no remembrance.
yeah,
Because if you could actually see, you know, it's do you remember American Gods? Remember when the Jake was kind of on a slave ship, and it's kind of, and it's like
They fired him after that.
he
Man.
gets it.
Yeah, he gets it because he was losing it.
That
actor.
scene, the actor, he came up with that scene.
okay,
He actually got them to put that in
And
there.
it was too raw.
And it was too raw, and they got rid of him off the show. After that,
Making feedback.
there's an interview he does. I'll find that. Send it.
It's crazy. I've literally a burst.
Great scene.
Yeah, that's
Great.
great scene because it's like
But
it's
someone
like,
got butt hurt.
yeah.
And so yeah, you have to go in it.
It's real like that because if the Lord was to just put in our mind, we should just have like a sim of just remember. We ain't even talking about Antiochus to them. No. Let's just, we ain't even talking about them. We're just talking about now. Like, let's just talk about now. You would bug out. You might die
yeah,
from just the stress.
Stress.
The cortisol overload your like
And-
fucking adrenals.
Yeah.
and then the fact
You-
that you can't do anything.
You just
about it.
bug out. You actually might die. Just
Bro,
process
can you
it.
imagine like brothers that's got youths, yeah? You know how the connection you have with your youths, and then it's like, yeah, man, just took your youth,
Yeah.
gone. That's it, and just that day, no warning, no nothing. Oh, they're getting sold, they're gone.
But that's
Yeah.
we do 28. That's part of those curses that the Lord said put on
Yeah,
us, man.
it's curses,
It was
man.
dreadful.
Yeah.
Dreadful. But this is
Have you seen is it Blackfin or whatever?
Blackfish, yeah.
Blackfish, and then you basically see them. You basically see them take the baby.
The same thing happens.
Yeah, and it was like you could hear the mother whales were in mourning. Like you could hear it. It's like, but it's Esau. It's Esau.
Anything that's black, man. Esau's saying, man. Black supremacy in the ocean.
Yeah, yeah, man.
Yeah, because they call them killer. They're orcas.
Yeah.
I don't even think they kill like that, do they?
They do. They don't kill people. They kill They kill other whales and sharks.
Yeah.
But they have a very they're very highly intelligent and emotional species in terms of the way they bond.
Yeah.
And communicate with each other. And the pods are all different. Like you can't put one whale from one pod in another, innit? Because they speak different languages.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's specific languages for different pods, innit? Like, yeah, them things might be aliens, but
Imagine that.
hey, that's a joke. That was a wrong
Yo,
number.
that elder from London.
I have this last verse. This is the last word I wanted to read. It says, "Those that in it, see, you got brothers." It says, "Those that remain of him shall be buried in death, and his widows shall not weep." You know, so can you imagine that? You know the ones. You know when you're down bad as a man, to have your partner there with you in crime, you know, or in the state, it's like it kind of gives you comfort. You know, oh baby, but like to be that low where your wife's like, "Fuck you," that's hell, bro.
Because it's gonna be beaten.
It's your fault. The same curses that Jake goes.
I can just chill, nigga.
Yeah, the same curses that Jake go through, man.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes certain Jakes get mocked for shit that happens to them.
Yeah.
Hey, just a side note, man. You've probably seen that Eve, man. You know that Eve on this social media. She was always trying to.
Taken.
She shoots, yeah.
Oh yeah, the escort.
Yeah,
she got killed by that Edomite.
Yeah.
And just in some African country,
Yeah,
they took her and killed her.
Tanzania. Hey, shit.
Hey, listen, when man's paying,
Tanzania.
when these crazy man are paying for the Panani, blood, they own you.
Yeah.
You fuck them out, they'll kill you because them Edomites there.
And the funny thing is, her whole thing on social media was to mock the so-called black man. You know, basically, it's like, you know, I'm finally getting my soft life.
Yeah, but really, she was an escort.
Really, she was just an escort. And guess what?
There you go.
And guess what?
Back to the spirit.
She got escorted back to the spirit, bro.
And someone in the comment board told her that.
A few people. That was a thing. I was feeling like a few people were like,
was
yo,
listen. Like, what you said?
that hood been that.
It's funny. One of the videos are like, listen, be careful before you chop you up and put you in the fridge or whatever, right? And then she commented that to that. I just get a screwed, not chopped, you know, like screwed, you know, to like sex, to play on sex. But guess what? Now she's dead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, it saw the video of her mother, right? Who's with a white man, yeah? And you can see he's in the video. The white guy is in the video looking nervous. This shit's so funny. Oh my god!
Yeah, but then we're the black men to protect us. And this,
I don't know what you're talking about. No one ain't want to. But listen, bro, this is a well-known thing. That's why I don't get involved in the internet. Listen, bro. When you do some stupid shit, you get caught out. No one ain't ever asking them. This whole idea of black men to protect you, bro. They weren't like there was 20 black men in the room.
Yeah.
Like you was on your own with your fiance, blood. What do you mean protect? Man will protect their sister, their man that's not violating. She was violating, blood. Ain't nobody care about her, especially the women. The women don't care about her, and she'll be old news by next week, man. Yeah. Look on fire here, man. You were playing with fire, and you got what you got coming to you, man.
Yeah. And this is it. It's like scriptures. It's Isaiah 13, right? It speaks about it. Speaks about then shall every man turn to his own people, right? Because this is it. What was it? Because I believe that also happened around Katrina or one of them, where it was basically these Eves that was an Eve that she lived in an Edomite neighborhood with her husband or whatever. But when Katrina happened, you know, she needed to go get help, and they were like, basically, they reminded her that, look, man, you're still a nigga.
But that's what people are gonna have to learn, that you gotta go back on code, man.
I mean, it's quick. It's Sirach chapter 12, verse 13. It says, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beasts?
Yeah, a lot of these. Yeah, so it's man. Oh, yeah.
That's her parents, man.
You're dealing with these weirdo.
I mean,
a lot of these weirdo Edomites, they hunt for women like that. That's a prostitute, and they will kill you. Like, it's not even like she was just a normal person that's dealing with a normal bread. These guys, bro, I watch a lot of these crime things. I've seen a lot of dudes like that.
Yeah.
And they get with these dudes and they don't realize that the guy's really a flipping serial killer.
Oh.
They're a psychopath, man.
And if you see the pictures of him, that nigga was gonna do it.
Yeah.
Like, how can you not tell that's a killer, bro?
Yeah,
But because you don't know the difference, innit?
because when you say, I was thinking, but it's like this is the thing with certain of these people, man. It doesn't matter, man.
They don't understand the reality of life, bro. Like, and when you put yourself out there a certain way, you attract these type of people.
Yeah.
They look for people that's desperate and they can come in, and you know what I mean. When you're telling people, "Oh, I love white men," but the normal white men are like, "Oh, that's bullshit." But then the predators are like, "Oh, okay."
Easy. This is one of the dude's pictures.
Hey, yo, that's crazy.
That's creepy as hell, bro.
This nigga was always gonna do
I
it.
hear voices, bro. They talk to me.
Bro, this nigga was always gonna do it.
He was always gonna
He was always gonna do it.
Randy Orton, bro.
That nigga was always gonna do it, man.
Damn.
He probably gonna get away with it.
Yeah,
He's probably gonna get away with it. He probably find some.
It happened in Tanzania, bro.
Yeah,
Charges. He just go put.
That's why he did it there. Because if he did it in America, he'd probably get caught out by some evidence.
Yeah.
Over there, like
This nigga was always gonna do it.
yeah,
Hey,
just say
You can see from a mile away.
him.
Yeah.
Hey, well, you know what, man? She played with fire. And she got
Yeah.
She was no IQ,
Like
Don't blame me. I can't protect you, but
yeah.
he chose to go Tanzania.
DIE. DIE. Like,
You brothers got anything else?
Let me close on this, man. Ezekiel 25 from 12. Thus saith the Lord power, because that Edom hath dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and hath greatly offended, and revenged himself upon them. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom, and will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman. They of Dedan shall fall by the sword, and I'll lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel. And they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord power.
And when we do it, we're not going to be psychotic, bro. We're going to be normal. We're just going to be brothers. Is going to be chilling. We're going to be drinking your yan. Yo, brother, pass the lamb. Then we might just execute a few Edomites, bro, and then go back to eating the lamb, bro. And we're going to sleep good. We're not going to be all, what did I do? No, bro.
Or is there going to be some retribution for this?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, even skills if brothers on duty. Up again. With a garment.
You didn't see that the brother was actually doing kick-ups in the back.
Oh, that's probably so.
Listen, in the problem, man, it's going to be cold. We're going to be cold. And we're going to execute judgments on you Edomites, man. And we're not going to feel no way about it. We're going to sleep good because it's going to be righteous.
Oh, man, see the four of his enemy, man.
On your children, too. You're going to talk to them little Edomites, man, put them to work in the field. Because that's what you did. You had
the ones against the stones.
the little ones out in the field as soon as they can walk, you get them out there working. Well, you're going to be doing the same thing. I don't like Edomite use anyway, man. I'll be honest with you. Fucking weird looking, floppy headed, you know what I mean? Little racist little bastards anyway, man. Never like them.
That's it.
Yeah, and bro, just because they're kids doesn't mean they're exempt. Bro, if you watch that,
Yeah,
book,
just use your devils, man.
that's it.
That's what it is.
Those younger devils. But even if there's a book, 100 Years of Lynchings, it would go into how a lynching was like a public event. So it was a whole thing. It was like the like strong men were obviously bound up the guy and get him in the retreat. Your younger kids would actually go and gather leaves and shit. So when they burn the body, that's it. They would obviously, you know, the women would prepare the food for the picnic. And then sometimes
it was a big economic event.
Joyous event.
when he's taken out, they would cut up parts of his body part as souvenirs and sell it, and even parts of the rope would be sold.
Yeah, pictures of the event become
Postcards.
You know,
Yeah, Esau, yo,
it was legit. Like you know,
It was a fun day out.
it was
It's for their entertainment.
Yeah.
You're going to be at entertainment.
Oh yeah, brothers
You
love
know?
boxing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's what, bro. I'm gonna have a silverback league with Edomites and silverbacks.
He's mixing
A
boxing
boxing
in,
glove.
surrounding people
Yeah.
fighting. So no, we're going to go for the
I'm gonna have a silverback
gorillas and all kinds of
Bro,
Silverback.
I'm gonna have a silverback league and belts and shit. Like I'm gonna have gorillas, the undisputed, like shit, holding all the belts. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna have a silverback that's built like Roy Jones Jr. and shit. I'm gonna have a silverback league, bro.
Oh man,
Fight, just exclusively fighting Edomite.
I'm turning them man into memes.
Yeah, man. If you can win, then you can get your freedom.
Freedom.
Yeah.
Good meal.
It's never gonna happen.
No, you
though.
don't give them the false hope.
The false hope, it's never happened.
Oh shit.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Just have a silverback.
All right, let's close.
Can't just like
Better than that?
yeah.
All right, so call her.
Oh, yeah, how-
Double honesty, upon the elders, the great millstone. Honesty, brothers.